That's actually... No, is it... Do I need it? Okay, I need to move back a little bit. Okay. And then...
Oh, hello, hello.
Whoa. Right, I need to be careful here. My drift is bad today. So do I have a fucking lean going on? Kind of. Yeah, about there.
Ugh.
Okay. I want to be here. This here. This here. This there.
Hi, Mixie. Hi, Ronmu. I want to try one thing.
I expect it to do nothing, but man, it's really gonna bother me if I don't. So I'm gonna take my headset off real quick.
Hi, Global.
Okay. Did that work? No, it didn't. It maybe helped.
Hi, Fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbit.
What I just tried to do was, blow in the fucking audio strap thing. It's so crackly. It maybe seems less crackly now, but I definitely still hear some crackles.
Hi, Pixel.
Why are you so cute?
Teehee.
Hoi hoi chat, this dude is blowing. What the fuck? Anyway, we're at 9:04. It's time to start. It's time to start fucking our stretches. 50 consecutive streams, ekum bokum. Hell yeah. And drink a lot and only have 3 hours of sleep. Also with your headset, wondering if a wire's loose or something. I need to like take some time to just like poke around it and like see, hey, what's going on here, what's going on there. It's so crackly. Or strap, I guess, whole pixel. And there's the cable that comes out of the audio strap. And for it to have enough room, I had to like pull on it. Like, not pull on it. It's like a roll-up retractable thing. So you can like extend it like this. I don't know how to make it go back in, but oh, hi Saki. Did I say hi to you? I know you're on your way to bed. Good night. Sleep well. Yeesh. Anyway. Ugh. Yeah, Hobbit, I got off last night. I plugged my stuff in to let them charge for an hour. Did like an hour of WoW. It was like 4:30 when I went to bed. And so I got 3 hours of sleep. 782. What was the number I sent to Parisu? Hi, Heal for Cash. Heal for Cash, what is your versatility on Lemix? Logitech is at 782. I finished last night at 227. On my Priest, whatever your highest versatility character is. I don't know if you're playing Lemix a lot much. I love Lemix. Not as much as Logitech, but... Hi, good morning, you. Judging by messages, I died around 3 a.m., woke up at 7 a.m. Legion? Yeah. 2 raiders from Icy Fire. Hi, Icy Fire. Also, yay, the fucking raid thing is working today, so... Nah. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry because of this drift. I see. What were you playing? Hobbit, I am so absolutely fucked today. Stinky Pinky, Stinky Pink. Oh yeah, what did Global say? I didn't read their big message. Stinky Pink Pony Club. Everyone going to the Stinky Pink Pony Club? Okay, dude. Void Breakers? I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one. I'll try not to laugh at you if you died at drift tonight. So yesterday, truth be told, I don't really have a group to play with that. My friends left me in the dust on that one. Working on 7-8 of Mythic right now, too, so it doesn't have my full attention. Hi, Haxie. I walked yesterday, right? We did not moderately heavy incline. I think I had 6 incline. So I was like, I can go to bed without showering, right? Which I did. After the walk, I went to nap. I didn't have anybody to nap with. Because of the API issues or like something, nobody was on. So it was like, oh, that means I have to go find somewhere to nap. I saw Zenny. They were in one of the shoegaze map. And so I joined on them. I was like laying down for 10 minutes. I'm almost asleep. Zenny wakes up. We end up talking for like 2 or 3 hours. Literally, Zenny and I just like having like just the good yap session for like 2 to 3 hours about stuff. I fell asleep for like 30 minutes. I woke up, Cairo was there, and I was like, at this point my left hand was dead, and my nose was fucking throbbing, and I was like, I'm getting out of VR. Immediately after getting out of VR, I went and took a nap in my bed. This was like 5 p.m. to 8, so I slept for 3 hours yesterday. But by the time core night was starting, it was like, I haven't done anything today. I've literally just like walked in VR, tried to sleep in VR, slept not in VR. But because I also slept late, that means I stayed up super late yesterday. Hi, Dark Pikachu. So like, literally, I was in VR till like 4 a.m. And so it was very fucking late when I went to bed. So no sleep today. You had Zillia today too. That's what I'm concerned about, Hobbit. Today, we're going to walk. At 2 p.m., we have Zillia. Oh boy. Last time we played on Saturday, we went to like, it was time to get on VR chat. So it's like, uh-oh. Am I going to be playing from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.? No. Somebody had something to do. I should be able to get a nap in. I think Ginjo has something to do before VR night at like 6. And so I've got like a 4-hour window where I can get in sleep. So, okay, now that I remember that, I should be good. Legion, Voidbird, I'll try not to laugh at you if you die to drift tonight. Truth be told, I don't really have a group. I don't have faith in myself. Core has declared it. You fucking declared it, Global. Fuck you. A highly explosive roguelike shooter. Meow, Haxie, we be yapping. Hi, Haxie. You guys ill today too, so no sleep, that sucks. Time to boof a monster before VR tonight? Spacefish Pat. Hi, old dog. Okay. We're at lunges. Hi, Octomage. Logitech hug. Mage hug. Hi. Logitech and Heal for Cash. Farisu sent me a fucking awesome add-on for WoW. It is called Homebound. There's a space there. You won't find it if you type it in as one word, but Homebound, it is essentially a checklist for all of the achievements that give you housing decoration when housing comes out. So it's like, you click the button, it's one of the minimap buttons, and it'll be like, Eastern Kingdoms, 3 of 5, here's the 2 you don't have. Kalimdor, 2 of 5, here's the 1 you don't have. Or 3 you don't have, right? It's a checklist of all the housing stuff, and it shows you which piece it is. So like you can look at the achievement, see the piece, and go, oh, that thing sucks, and like just decide not to do it. That's gonna be my focus. Once Legion Remix ends, well, I should be doing it a little bit even with Legion Remix. Honestly, it's more important than Legion Remix, but there's so many things I need to do. There's so many things that are just like, oh god, I've never done that, and I need that piece. But Homebound, if you want to do a lot of the housing stuff, get this add-on. Oh, I have it all? My WoW nerds have me up to date? Thank you for telling me. There's an endless amount of things to do before the expansion. I am so like fucking ready for housing. Well, I'm not ready because I don't have all the achievements for housing stuff, but like, hi Nick. I get to call myself a little bit of a housing guru, Heal for Cash, because I got into player housing with Rift. They had a really good housing system. And then I also got into it with WildStar. I didn't put as much time to it in PSO to NGS, but I think NGS has like the best housing system. Hi Techno. Hi Nick. Morning Lynn, I love Icy. Everybody loves Icy. Is that the cute and adorable Icy Fire? Icy. How are you Techno? How are you Yulind? It is Icy Fire. I have had 4 monsters in the past 10 hours of work. Still ready for bed in 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Bro's going to get into digital real estate. That depends, Octomage. If they let me like get away with making presets, I could potentially sell things like pianos. I've done that in the past where in Rift, I made a 172 part piano, and then people were like, I want a piano, and I was like, all right, you pay me this much gold and I'll fucking place it in your house. I remember both of Rift and WildStar. This will be my first step in housing though. What world is this? This is the Kirby Lost World town. It's Waddle Dee Town. And it's from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Great Kirby game. Bro's already ready for real estate. Again. Why is it drifting that way? Dude, this controller's fucking dying. It's so sad. We did lunges. We are at head pat stretch. It's my right hand, Icy. It's my right hand. You motherfucker, you did that on purpose. You did that to be funny. God damn it. Where's Logitech? They popped in. They haven't joined us today, if they do. Dude, my legs actually feel like really stiff, and I don't know why. I'm like literally feeling them loosen up doing this stretch. I'm like, oh god. In Rift Heals for Cash, I was dating a guy when we got into Rift together. On Lemix, the housing system came out for Rift when we were playing. It was like literally we started playing and that was the patch for the housing in Rift. And I remember we both got the starting dimensions, the player pocket dimensions, and I just like kept building mine. He went to his and like placed all some shit down. Was like, oh, this stuff is cool anyway. And I just kept like building. Eventually I wanted to like build a little house. I built like a little log cabin. You only had 400 pieces max. And so like I remember I hit the 200 limit and it was like, damn, I need more. And to upgrade it was like, it'll cost 10 gold to upgrade your house. So I was like, oh, we don't have that yet because we're like literally level 8. And he's like, hey, don't worry, baby, I got you. And he like gives me the gold I need to upgrade it to, 300. And we're like, yippee! So I build more. And then I hit the limit one more time. I'm like, oh man, I need like 15 gold to make it 400 limit now. And so we're like, oh, and we grinded a bit to get that gold. And it became like this really fun thing of like, I'm building, God, this is so fucking gay. I built like our little house with 2 beds together, and it had like the kitchen and a small, I don't think it even had a bathroom because I literally only had 400 pieces. I'm like building with the 2x4s and making them big to like build out the floor, the walls, and the roof. And it was, it was like my first house, and I was like, this is so much fucking fun. I literally just want to do this forever. And so, I built a much more advanced house the next time. It was like 3 stories. It had some advanced shit like a piano in it. I made a piano with like literally planks and like cylinders, and like it took books. High media. It took books where the no, I didn't use books. I used like marble planks for the keys, and they were spaced just enough that you could see the gap between them. And then it was books that they had a black binder. Those were the black keys on the piano. And like people would come in and be like, is that a fucking piano? And I'd be like, yeah, it's 172 pieces. And people would be like, I want a fucking piano. Can you give that to me? And I was like, if you give me 200 gold, or if you give me 20 gold, I will. And so they're like, yeah, dude, I'll give you 20 gold. So they give me 20 gold. And I used an add-on so that I could like, basically if I had the pieces in my inventory, I could just slap it down without needing to build it. So I'm literally copy-pasting it from the one I built and putting it in their, house. I sold like 7 of those like that. After that, I need to do my stretches. I need to talk about this while I'm stretching, or we're gonna be here for fucking ever. After that, we joined a guild, and in this guild, hi Svi, they had like player-run guild events. So like every Saturday, if somebody had made an event, that would be run as a guild event. We would do things like hide and seek, scavenger hunts, big money moves. I think somebody did like a riddle one time. Basically just like, hey, we're a guild, we're a community, let's do fun stuff like this together. And my friend and I, we're only in this guild because, like, I had a housing friend that was in this guild. We're only here until we get to max level and can start raiding, right? We just need a guild for, like, perks. We're not planning to stick around with these losers. They don't even raid. Spoiler, we stuck around with those losers. I decide, hey, a guild event, that sounds pretty cool. I'll make a maze in the little housing area. So I made a maze. It was like 3 layers. I probably spent like 5-10 hours on it. You know, something that a college kid could just like, oh, I've got this, I'm bored, I'm just gonna throw this time away. 20 people show up for the guild event, right? They all join my housing instance. And it's like, okay, when we hit the 9 p.m. or whatever, this officer is gonna start like yelling a countdown. You know, in the yell function, it'll be, hey guys, the maze is starting 10, 9, 8. As soon as it hits 1, I'm deleting the gate. So everybody's kind of in like a box, the gate will delete, and everybody just go into this maze. It took them like 15 minutes for the last person to finish. It was not a hard maze. It was basically, you follow a wall, you're gonna get there eventually. And it wasn't even that long. There was a top level that had 6 paths, 1 was correct. There was the bottom level that, or the next level, which I think it was honestly just, you'd get to a room, there'd be 6 doors, 1 of them was correct. That goes into the next room, 7 doors, 1 of them is correct. That goes into another room, 8 doors, 1 of them is correct. Just stuff like that. But at the end of it, everyone's like, this is the best guild event we've ever done. I can't wait to do this next week. And I was like, hold on, next week? And the guild leader, she messages me and she's like, hey, that was actually really fucking cool. If you need Rex, basically the WoW token, to pay for like stuff to make cool mazes, the guild funds it. I get to have whatever I want for housing, and I don't have to pay for any of it, the guild will. So I had the entire like Rex shop of like, you gotta pay money for these housing items in Rift, and I didn't pay a cent for it. I was just making this maze. What I ended up doing was, I remade the maze. It took like 10 hours to remake, but I made it so that it would be modular. This way, every week, you know, we would run it, and instead of it being like a new maze every week, it'd be the same maze, but like doors and walls would shift. And so like, if you went into the maze and you're like, oh, this is the same as last week, that would be a dead end. It was not gonna be the same path. Streakland maintained off to Workland. I hope it goes fast, Techno. Are you happy Chad's being friendly with each other, Yulind? Chad's always friendly with each other. What do you mean, Nick? And eventually it became like 6 floors. It became like a fucking 30 to 40 minute event of people going through this maze. And now I'm a bit of a maze connoisseur. I'm like, I know what makes a good maze. I know what makes a bad maze. In VR chat, there's a lot of maze maps. There's a ton of them. Every single fucking one of them, I hate them. I hate them so much. All of the mazes in VR chat. What's wrong with my finger? They just make it harder by adding more maze. They just think, hey, if you just add more maze, it's harder because it takes people longer. It's like, no, there's so many different things you can do with a maze to make it hard. Stop making it just waste my time. I hate the people that make mazes in VR chat. I don't hate them. They tried. They just failed. Let's make it harder by making the exit hidden and not mention a fake wall ever. I would do that in a very, very... in a very hey, this is level 7. I would work up to that. Hi, Trogdor. I would never do that as level 1. Fuck you, Nick. Only joking, not actually. Man, this guy is such a nerd, I swear. There are amazing things you can do with him. The big thing, Hobbit, is that if you're going to do something like that, keep it small. keep it so that they're in a small area and they can memorize the map fairly easily, and they can be like, okay, I have seen the space, there is something in this space. They know to look for something like that. Don't fucking make it a mile-spanning maze, and oh, of the 2,734 walls that you'll encounter in this maze, one of them is fake. I hope you checked all of them. That's an actually, like, I fucking hate the people playing my maze. Yeah, we'll keep it small so only little fellas can go through. Not that small. Not that type of small. Hidden exit, and only midgets can go through. Oh. No. No. What did we just do? We're at Cammy stretch. Whoa. 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 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Oh. I always forget you're wearing a bra. Yeah? Yeah. This.
Hi, Ron.
I always forget so too. Oh, hi, Cairo. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, I didn't switch the pin back. Almost sat on Icy. He wants it that way because he always puts himself right there where he puts himself in the stretch space. So I have reserved myself to, if I step on him, that's on him. I also moved a bit there. Squats, we're at squats. What the heck? You always put yourself in the zone. You like right there. I don't know. You could honestly moving closer, but still being on screen would be the best. Because I can't go closer than this. I can't go any more forward. This fucking drift. I can't go any more forward than this right here. Cairo, I didn't realize Kirby Air Riders comes out like 2 to 3 days after 850. I almost feel like that should be the 850 day.
You want to just like wait for the weekend and we could do it?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
We can do that. I was gonna have to work late on Thursday anyway. I have to stay late. I have to work until probably like 6 or 6:30.
Oh,
Wait.
God. Well, yeah, it's on him. It's your foot on him. We know you want steppies, but you need to be more considerate of others. Sorry, what the heck? No more gyro.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you're working late on Thursday.
I mean, I'll still stream. It'll stink. I might just take Thursday off.
I would take Thursday off. If you're staying that late, I would take that off.
Yeah. What the fuck is that guy? What?
You don't remember the hot chick? Yeah, it's the hot girl of the game.
Pros be like, she's so thick.
I mean, unironically, yes, there was a lot of porn of her.
What?
It's a fucking Nintendo game, of course there was. How old do you think the average Nintendo fan is?
I hate Nintendo fans, man.
At least you're not as stinky as you. That was so upsetting. That was so upsetting. Take it off if you're starting that late.
Oh.
By the time you usually get off
I
stream.
just did it as a joke, and then everyone went crazy on it, right?
What do you mean everyone? Global went crazy on it. was just global.
No, it was multiple people.
For anybody who doesn't know, Cairo raided
Hi, Fishy.
Core yesterday. You raided Core, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You double raided her. Core has a points redeem to create a poll. So Cairo was like, create a poll, is Yulind stinky, yes or no? Global voted, what was it, 900 times? He spent like 100.
He spent over 100,000 channel points.
Literally, each additional vote was 200 points, by the way. I'm sitting there like, okay, I've got, like, I don't think anybody has more points in Core's channel, more burballoons than I do. So I'm pretty sure I can outvote whatever happens. I couldn't click the button fast enough. I gave up after 134 votes. At 134, the yes, Yulind is stinky was at like 400, and I was just like, I guess I lose. I guess I just lose this. And they took it to like 1,300 votes or something ridiculous. You stink, Global. You fucking stink. Stinky.
I mean, I also spent like 50,000 points.
Yeah, I don't doubt that you spent everything you fucking had. Global is why we can't have nice things. Hi, Cairo Pat. That's so many points. I mean, it's true though. It's not. I showered. Gana, I have been watching Core for, it's getting close to 7 years. It is at the very least 6 years. I have 3.1 million channel points in her channel. There's nobody that I have more points with than Core. I know I have over 1 million with Foss. I have over 1 million with Proxy. But those two are, I don't want to say intermittent or inconsistent with streaming, but Core is a machine. Core is like, she has never gone 10 days without streaming in like 9 years. And like, she used to do really long streams. She used to do like Maru 14-hour streams multiple times a week. It's only been this last 2 months that she's like streaming a lot less for RP and stuff. But Core is a fucking like monster when it comes to streaming hours. I mean, it's true though, I love democracies. Buying votes democracy, I guess it is. No, buying votes is not democracy. You know what is democracy? It's weird that Bill Clinton's dick being in someone's mouth has gotten a president impeached twice. Weird that that's happened twice, isn't it? That shit's so funny. Gerrymandering, oh, right. Hi, no Masu. So I'm hearing is that you watch yourself on Car Stream? What? How did you get that I watch myself on Core Stream? Calm down, Bubba. Hi, no Masu. Again, I have no idea how you got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yulind?
That's me.
I got like that Game Boy emulator, and I was like, you know what? That's probably one of like my weakest repertoires of games I know. Mm-hmm. So I just sideloaded a bunch of Game Boy games. Mm-hmm. The Final Fantasy games are weird.
The tactics games, or?
Game Boy. It's Final Fantasy Legends.
Oh. Did you hear about the ROM hack I was talking
Final
about
Fantasy
yesterday?
Adventure.
Did you hear about the ROM hack I was talking about yesterday? Let me bring it up. I sent it to Senril. I sent it to Core. Pokemon Lazarus. Pokemon Lazarus, my latest Pokemon Emerald ROM hack project, is officially out now. Below is a list of highlighted features for those interested. Nostalgic Game Boy Color style graphics allowing you to see Pokemon in classic style. Takes place in the Eloise region, a brand new area based on Greece and the surrounding islands. Carefully curated Pokedex of over 400 Pokemon from generations 1 to 9 with rebalancing done to make all Pokemon team-worthy. a day-night system with an in-game clock impacting wild encounters and battle backgrounds, overworld wild encounters along traditional grass encounters, bringing routes to life, an outfit system for character customization, difficulty modes for trainers who are seeking a real challenge, plenty of side content, ship cabin customization, pinball minigame, underground mining, Stardew Valley-like fishing, and dozens of side quests, so much more. I really hope you enjoy exploring the Illinois region. It's been a lot of labor of love made over the past year, made possible entirely by your support. This sounds like a fucking goated ROM hack. Vroom. Oh, that was just Final Fantasy skin on another game. They did a lot with the games coming to America in the 90s. I can explain my logic, but it's late, leave me alone. Saw a meme of Bill Murray and Groundhog Day. Bill Clinton needs to go before Congress and talk about blowjobs again. Yeah. Hi, Harley. No. I don't know. I'm very vocal of the opinion. If you want to enjoy Pokemon, you do that in ROM hacks or non-Pokemon games. The best Pokemon games that come out in the last 10 years are Monster Hunter Stories 2, Pal World, and Digimon. Which Digimon would probably take offense to that, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The worst Pokemon is Pokemon. People are having fun with Legend Z to A. You know, we can look at the features of it and be like, this is dog shit, this is trash, but anybody that's playing it is having fun, whether they emulate it or not. So it's like, okay, and I've pretty much said Arceus was the best actual Pokemon game in the last 10 years. Arceus was good, not perfect. It looks like dog piss. And what?
This fucking game became Adventures of Mana.
Yeah.
That makes sense. How the fuck did they go from Final Fantasy Adventure to Adventures of Mana? That's crazy.
Arceus was really good. Arceus, I'm very vocal about this. Arceus has literally the best boss fight in all of Pokemon. And I've fought with people over this. They're like, what are you talking about? Cynthia? Trainer Red? And I'm like, nope. It's Wolo. Wolo is hands down the best. But which one was Arceus? Arceus was the one where you get picked up and brought back in time in the Gen 4 region. I think it's the Gen 4 region. You start with, what are the starters? I think it's Decidueye, Typhlosion, and Samurott, and the entire combat changes. Oh, the ninja Pokemon? It's the one where your character kind of has the ninja outfit, yes. Well, I can't believe they went with Legends of Mana, not Legends of Woe Mana. Okay, it's fine. Okay. I think I have 4 more squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seemed like a neat game that I didn't see anyone talk about. Really? I saw a lot of people talking about Gana. It's one of those things that, like, I don't want to spoil the boss fight, but it's so good. And, like, watching people's reaction to it, it's one of those, like, compilation of people reacting to this that's just, it's so good. It's like watching Reaper, Leviathan, Subnautica compilations. Because it's just, it's so shocking to people their first time seeing it that's like, oh god, it's so good. The Amazon version of Pokemon seemed cool. I think I have 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Let's get our plank done, and then we'll start walking. 41 second start.
Oh, Yulind.
41 minute start.
I have a funny news story.
Okay.
Did you see someone cracked Concord and now there are Concord private servers?
No. Why?
I don't know, but someone cracked Concord, so if you want to go play Concord, there's now a private server.
Is that just like for the 200 people that actually kept playing it when it was announced that it was closing because they wanted to like just...
I thought it was funny of people being like, I'm gonna fucking platinum this game before they take it offline.
All 300 of them. All the best Pokemon games are things that aren't mainline Pokemon games. Even the school game was kind of interesting. I still haven't heard anything about the files, other than people digging into online accounts owned by his email address. There's a searchable database, Oxelmage.
Like, it can't be that bad, right?
The files? They can be pretty bad.
No,
Oh, Concord. Go watch clips of it. It's pretty bad.
But, like... I guess they just didn't have anything to support it. Also, Ubisoft might be going bankrupt, though.
Yes.
You saw that.
Yes. Zenny was telling me about that yesterday, and he was, like, excited to see them fail.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting. Well, Yulind, if Ubisoft goes under, all their properties are going to get sold by someone who actually might give a shit.
That sounds hopeful. He's speedrunning Yulind's notes. I know, I hate it when they do this, Trogdor.
What was the last Ubisoft game you played?
Assassin's Creed.
Which one?
I just told you, Assassin's Creed.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay, don't be a little asshole about that. That was a very valid... Yes, but it was a very valid question to ask which one out of, like, the 20 there are.
I just told you. Assassin's Creed. Let's go Titanfall 3. When was the last time you played Ubisoft?
AC1 was so jank. The first one was so jank.
I actually don't even know if I played other Ubisoft games. I know I played Assassin's Creed. Other than that, I'm like, I don't remember if this was a Ubisoft game. First AC was rough. 30 more seconds.
Yeah, I think people... I would say Brotherhood's probably the best Assassin's Creed. Is that a hot take? That's the sequel to 2.
Okay.
It's Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Brotherhood's the best all-around one. Yeah. It's super cool, Elon. In Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, they have like this. Well, it was cool at the time because this was like one of the first games to introduce like a mission table-esque system. You know. But basically, you'd get to hire your own assassins. And
headset back?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Headset problems. I don't know what you guys saw.
That's a new one. You were a crumpled ball for a second.
Hold on. Say something?
Hello?
Why? What the fuck happened to the world volume? The music disappeared. But I can hear VR chat because I can hear you fine. But, like, the Kirby music is just dead.
You use this world so many times, it's odd.
That's so weird. I mean, it doesn't matter too much since I just finished planking and, like, we're done. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I fucking crumpled. I lost tracking, and then the volume died out, and then I was like, oh, God, I didn't lay down as long as I would have wanted to. I got up, and it seemed to have fixed, but... Chibi. We're switching to Chibi.
I mean, it doesn't matter once you start the music for the YouTube video, so.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Just weird and a little unsettling that, like, the music is dead right now. It's like, why? Because it's playing for you fine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't used Chibi in so long.
I always mute it, but yes.
Why?
I'm doing other stuff. Why would I want to listen to it?
Because it's good. It's Kirby.
Yeah, but we come here so much.
I don't even remember the last time I was here.
Like a week or two, man.
It has not been a week or two, dude. Is it because you kind of DC'd? Probably. But it's also just weird. It's also just like, why?
I don't know. I don't really see where you're at during the week. I don't know. It depends. I miss the start of stream a lot of the times when I'm at work.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that looks...
Mondays. I have a meeting every Monday that literally starts as you start, which is always sad. Oh shit, I get to go in late on Monday though. Hell yeah.
Why do you get to go in late on Monday?
I got a dentist appointment.
Oh. I don't know if that's to celebrate.
What?
Okay.
What's wrong with dentist? I like dentists.
You like dentist appointments?
I get off work. Yeah.
I would rather go to work than a dentist appointment.
My mouth always feels so nice and clean after.
No, it feels all weird and slimy. Well, I sort of... okay. I'm moving these trackers around. Does that look good? Yep, that looks good. Calibrate. Those are lined up nice. Okay. I come back here. I line this up in front of me. I move to this angle. We put ourselves there. To catch up on chat, the first AC was us. You probably played Rayman or something. I definitely played Rayman, but the last Rayman I played was before Assassin's Creed. Chibi Brotherhood is the best all around. The boat stuff in Forest Peak, though, everything not boat kind of sucks. The most iconic part of Assassin's Creed is trying to run past a brick, the game trying to climb it, and then you fall off onto the ground. Headset problems, let's go. Uh-oh, you good. Yulind is a secret contortionist. Let's enter Yulind into the breakdancing Olympics. World audio died, though. The music disappeared. Time to make a new world. Is the video actually on a video player, and the video player died? Maybe? You know, I have seen worlds do that where they, like, hide a video player, like, under the ground or something. It'll matter in 2 hours. Probs just lost tracking and the headset freaked out. Is it because you kind of DC'd Carlos waiting just long enough to talk over Yulind? It's a latency thing. It's a latency thing. I try not to get upset about it because I know it's never intentional. But there have been days where Kai was, like, excited to talk about stuff, and it happens, like, 3 times, and I'm like, I'm gonna strangle this guy. But it's like, I know it's just a latency thing. It's, for him, it's like he sees me do, like, a 3-second pause. He's like, okay, now I can say something.
Latency it happens in VR chat a decent bit.
It's a what and
you know, you'd think I would get better after playing this game for 7-8 years. No. It used to be worse.
Well, I guess it does mean it did get better though, right?
Yeah, don't you remember back in the day? It was worse.
Yeah. I need to redo this camera. flying. We gotta look like a little guy. There. Now I look like a little dude. I put that there. I put this here. I grab this. We're walking through Elwyn Forest today. I don't remember the last time I did this one. It's a my father left me thing. Okay, Ken. All right. Start. You know it's gonna feel really pointless when I mute the world audio when I start walking. I put the camera in a place that makes me look like a little guy, because I actually don't like it when it's when I'm like the same size, but it doesn't really look like I'm walking. We'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. I think that's still good. Some good memories of Elwyn Forest. But also being on Moonguard.
Elwyn Forest fucking rules.
Because...
You like shit talked Elwyn Forest, if I remember.
Well, okay. I think it's a great zone. And I think the questing experience, because it's like, it's part of 4 zones as like a story written together, Elwyn Forest is actually not just like a good questing experience, one of the better questing experiences. Because you learn about stuff in Elwyn Forest, that carries over into Westfall, that carries over into Redridge, and a lot of the stuff from Westfall and Elwyn Forest is also continued in Duskwood. The 4 of them go together, and it's like, this is just a fantastic zone. However, it was made, this was like the second zone made in the entirety of World of Warcraft. The first one is Westfall. The second one is Elwyn Forest. And so there's
Westfall was the first?
Yes.
That's crazy.
There is, I believe Westfall was the first, if I remember correctly. There is a lot of like learning issues with it. I get this with my walking videos. When you look at the first walking video of a game, it's usually trash. And the second one's better, the third one's better, and by the 4th one, I pretty much have a system down that's like, okay, I get this. There was growing pains they went through where, with this being the second zone, it just has shit in it that's bad. If you look at the map, a lot of the main story areas that you go to just don't have a road to them. So specifically for making my walking videos where I need pathways to walk on, there's like a lot of Elwyn Forest that I just don't go to because it's literally like a farm out in the middle of the forest with no pathway going to it. That doesn't make a lot of logical sense. A farm should have a road going to it, right? Who the fuck's gonna have a farm just out in the middle of the forest with 0 roads connecting to it? Hi, Senril. From the music, I thought it was a Guild Wars 2 map. I can see why you would think that, but this is a very, like, iconic and old WoW song. Problem is everyone scales to your size. Someone place a light stick next to Yulind for scale. Nom. Again. There's 3 areas in Elwyn Forest that I would have really liked to have gone to, and I just don't. I just don't get to them because there's no like road to walk to them. Both of the farms, the mine above the Murloc Lake, the Stone Cairn area, just there's no walkway to them. So it's like, well, rip those, I guess.
You know the ideal?
What?
They C&D Turtle WoW, and then they just hire all the Turtle WoW people to do classic.
Oh, that'd fucking rule. In fact, I think it'd be fucking awesome if they were like, look, we'll hire you. In fact, we'll add in all the stuff that you created and maybe even retroactively pay you for it. That's going like a stretch. So long as you shut down Turtle WoW We'll take it over. I think that would be a good solution. I don't think that's gonna happen, but
No. They would want to implement it their own way, obviously, but
I do really
I mean, I
hope...
just think about how VR chat did that, where like people made really cool shit for the community, and they're like, "Oh shit, we'll hire you." That's why you see like the photos of Tupper ERPing and stuff before he was VR chat staff.
Blizzard can't be wrong. That makes too much sense. Turtle WoW devs have already asked if Blizzard wants them to create a Classic Plus game. I don't think Blizz ever responded to them. The one thing I want from Turtle WoW, the one thing, I want the class rebalancing. The biggest gripe I have with Classic WoW is, and you can find it in a blue post, but Blizzard had this mentality of, this class is easy to level, so it should be inferior at max level. This class is hard to level, so it should be the best at max level. You should be rewarded for the effort you went through when leveling. So like, hunters, I mean, you've got a tank, you've got a pet tanking for you. That makes it so easy to level. So low damage. Hybrids, druids, shamans, and paladins, I mean, they've got a heal, but they're also just doing damage. So they gotta suck at max level. But priests, yeah, those, yes, Hunter the Ultimate, we bring one to raid. Priests?
Play on a PvP server in vanilla and got flattened by an enhancement shaman with Sulfuros, dude. That shit fucking turn you into a pancake heal, and if their Wind Fury procced with that thing, you just get boom, 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 and you're fucking pancake on the fucking floor.
You remember the Unbreakable Shaman video, right?
No.
You've never seen the Okay, dude. If there's any one PvP video from Classic WoW that is like the top of all PvP videos, it is called Unbreakable Shaman. And it is an orc shaman, I think his name was Unbreakable, and he had high warlord gear, and he had sulfurous Hand of Rag. And he just goes into Warsong Gulch. This is when Warsong Gulch was level 51 to 60. And he's like, this is like the first 2 years of WoW. So there's people like
he's
level
like
54.
Kitted the fuck out.
He's kitted the fuck out. And there's like people that are like level 54 mage, like, oh boy, my first battleground's in the highest bracket. And he does like 5,000 damage to them and they have 1,300 health. He literally just explodes them so hard they die a second time in the graveyard. It's such a good... You need to go watch it. You need to go watch it.
I'm watching it right now. I am watching it right now.
It's so good.
Holy
Yeah, we know you don't like druids. This isn't from me, Ganna. This is from Blizzard. Blizzard was like, druids can level as feral, but they also have a heal, so that makes them easier to level. Therefore, they should suck at max level. That was just the Blizzard mentality of class design in Classic. Warriors and priests had to be the best at their role. Mages, warlocks, and rogues, because they were pure DPS classes and hard to level, although, admittedly, I don't think warlock was super hard to level. And mage is literally like the best for leveling. Maybe not the easiest, but the fastest at leveling.
There's a poor priest that's just trying to heal, and he's turning them into a pancake, Yulind. They're dead. They're fucking dead.
Mm-hmm. That was just... Hi, Joe. Oh, boy, walking by. That was just the mentality of class design back then. That changes in BC, but there's still a little bit of holdover. They wanted, like, support classes. So, like, Shadow Priest and Ret Paladin were, like, god-awful DPS, but useful to the raid. I think Warlock was one of the easiest classes to level. It honestly is. Blizzard was just like, yeah, but they're cloth, and they have to collect soul shards, so they're gonna be hard to level. It's like, what, they're not, huh? Ret Paladin is fun though. Here's a light show. You are dead now. My problem is they will fix Feral and take away power shifting. I think Feral's in a good spot right now. Ah, yes, Hunter. I think Warlock was one of the easiest class level. Classic WoW PvP server, get killed at the boat by a rogue. You being your own DPS and have just mega heals as a drain tank. Boomkin, especially Feral, were the redheaded stepchildren of Raid. Yeah. Heal for cash. My first 60 was a druid. And the very first raid I went to, literally like the day after I hit 60, some guys in trade chat, I think I knew like one of them, I don't know. They wanted to do Encourage 20. This was like the last 2-3 weeks before Burning Crusade. And they wanted to do Encourage 20. And they were just taking anybody. And I was like, I hit 60 yesterday. And they're like, well, you'll be useful then. Come on. I show up to Encourage 20. We only have like 13 people. We don't even have a full raid. I shift in the cat form staring at the boss. This is like the 4th or 5th boss. I haven't even been there for the whole raid. I'm in cat form, and a guy just goes, whoa, hey, whoa. Murakumo, what are you doing? And I'm like, we're going to fight this boss, right? And he's like, yeah, but you're in cat form. Well, I'm a feral druid. Shouldn't I be? And they're like, no, you're a druid. You play restoration now. And I was just like, oh, that is like a formative memory for me. Hi, Borye. Elwyn almost at Westfall. True.
Yeah, that's why my brother had my warriors and alt. I had a warrior as a kid, and he eventually used them as an alt because yeah, he was resto and like classic and BC.
I had that experience, and I think that might be why I'm like so against playing meta classes.
He would also off tank his bear. Well, that's just in fucking like high raid, Yulind.
Yeah. Bro, I was like 14 at the time. Anyway.
I was like 6.
God. No, you would not have been fucking 6 when Burning Crusade came out.
Oh, when BC came out, I was like,
yeah.
10?
It came out 2007, I think. I'm sorry. Jan 2007? Yeah.
Sorry, I would have been 12.
Yeah.
Or no, I would have been 11. I was 11 years old when BC came out, Yulind.
I was 14 or 15. It was the same with Paladin for the most part. It's like, hey, I just hit 60. What is my purpose? You heal. Not even you heal. What is my purpose? You spend 5 minutes giving Blessing of Might to the raid. Oh, okay. What about after that? You do it again. Pharaoh was the best generic tank in Classic, though. The 2019 version. Nah, they bring buffs. Notes, hi, Senral, Pally Power. God. I remember in Wrath of the Lich King when they added Greater Blessing, so you buff the raid. And we recruited this hunter and his Holy Paladin wife. And the wife was so bad. She was so bad at raiding. And like we'd be looking at a boss. We'd do the ready check. And she would hit not ready. Hi, Measter. God, I hate this guy. What the fuck? She would hit not ready like for 3 times and we'd be like, what's the holdup, lady? And she'd be like, I'm putting fucking blessing on everybody. I gotta put, the fucking blessing of wisdom on 25 people. And we're like, you have greater blessing. You only have to press it once. And she's like, I can't use the button. It's grayed out. And like, everybody's just dying a little inside because they're like, do you not know what the reagent is? And like, somebody gave her a stack right there, just like, fucking use these. And she's like, oh, where do I get these from? There's a reagents vendor in every city. You want a stack of these on you at all times. Oh, okay. Well, they should have told me. Oh, she did the whole, it's not my fault. They didn't tell me this. It was just like, oh God.
Don't they literally when you get that ability?
Yes. On God.
That's silliness.
28 months. Oh God, Master, that's so long. That's so long. DPS whining about getting salve, and then one time they don't get salve, they pull threat and die. Reagents, Lamau, no reagents. No, you tell them. Auction house, then you go and flip the vendor item for profit. Nothing like classic in TBC when paladins carried like 10 stacks of reagents. Her man didn't tell her this shit. You know what's crazy, Trogdor? She was like the first of like 3 to 4 girls who I trained and taught them how to play fucking World of Warcraft because their boyfriend or husband didn't. I don't know.
Many such cases.
Dude, it was insane. As a warlock, I pleaded for salve. Please, no soul shatter until wrath. Yeah. I played a druid in classic. I played a druid up to 60, so like 2 or 3 weeks before BC came out. I had a warrior at 49 and I had a rogue at 42. When BC came out, I did Karzon as a druid. I did up to Black Temple, like through all the raids as a survival hunter, and then I redid them again as a prop paladin. Yulind out here just training girls better than their husbands. Homewrecker Lind arc. That wasn't even the Homewrecker arc, okay?
The return of Homewrecker Lind. Yeah, Homewrecker Lind was having sex with a man, not a woman.
And here I thought you were the one who likes to get trained. Oh God, crazy work. Real talk? Physical components on spells make me want to torture the magic creator, whatever setting I'm in, and then drop them in an ocean wrapped in lead. I get it. I understand when people want to do it. It's one of those like, oh, this is cool. The fantasy, you know, this comes from like writing. It comes from like, oh, you have to bring the reagents for the ritual, which is like a fun concept. It's cool in writing. It's cool in D&D. It's cool in like the
I don't think
aesthetics and
reagents are a biggie.
When you
Go buy
actually
a stack of fucking acorns, dog.
It depends on the region, right? If it's just like having a stack in your bags, it's like, why is this really fun? The moment you put it in game, it's like, does this bring anything fun to the game? Does having 3 stacks of 20 relics as a paladin do anything for you? Is like, oh man, I feel so paladin-y when I use a relic to cast Greater Blessing. No. Does it feel shitty to not have them and run out and be like, oh fuck guys, I forgot to buy them and everybody makes fun of you? Yeah, that shit sucks. Did it feel great as a warlock to have 1 less bag than everybody because you had to have a soul shard bag because half of your spells required a soul shard to cast, and like, if you didn't have that bag full of shards, fuck you? No, that sucked. That's literally just cumbersome and in your way and like, fuck you. I know Masu. What? Sadly, Cower existed. You lost more fret from the energy used than you did from the ability. Something like Resurrection in D&D, where you need a diamond or neat, but like Grave Dust? Nah, fuck that shit. Reagents were in all honesty a little monotonous. If I'm doing a huge fucking ritual, cool. Make me have physical components. If I'm just trying to cast a basic ass fucking spell, fuck off. I'm okay with the reagents for like quests. You know, hey, go get these things? Sure, great. Basic fucking spells. I hate that. I hate that. I could understand it using your resource. Like,
I think utility spells are fine. Like when we were doing the classic anniversary and I was a little shaman and I got to put water breathing on everybody because I had like the shiny fish scales or whatever. That was like, oh, this is neat. And everyone's like, oh, you have these, wow.
I think that sucks. I think that sucks. Like, just use water, just let them use water breathing. If you're a warlock, you have the spell water breathing to cast on people. If you're a shaman, that wasn't specifically a shaman spell, right? That was like you're using the scales to give it to people.
Yeah.
I could see that being a thing, because it's like, this isn't connected to the class. This isn't like a basic function of the character you use. This is like, you went and got this reagent to give people water breathing. That I'm a little bit more okay with. But like, what does a warrior bring to the raid? Oh, he casts Battle Shout and increases people's attack power. Oh, what does the paladin bring? Well, they would bring Blessing of Might, but, you know, they didn't have any reagents on them, so they just can't do that. It's just like there's no gameplay added to that. There's no like, I'm having more fun because I went and bought reagents. I feel paladin-y when I bum rush the front line in Altric Valley and stroke my stuff in front of a mage while bubbled. Meanwhile, hunters had different levels of reagents in the form of arrows. Yeah. Needing arrows to like literally do any damage, that's not fun. Also, I need a drink. Reagents going away. I'm not gonna say it's one of the best changes of WoW, but like, I'm glad it happened. Yeah, Classic Plus. When Classic Plus happens, not if, but when, I'm gonna play the shit out of that. I'm excited for that. The best thing I've seen Turtle WoW do is that they rebalance all their classes.
Guild?
No, you don't have to.
You wanna join my guild? Probably will.
You probably will, you can, but I'm not gonna let you get away with running like, oh, do I have to join your guild? No, you don't.
Join my guild.
You want to join my guild? Would you like to join my guild? Hey, join my guild.
Okay. How many people you got?
Well, there's me.
Oh, you don't want to tell them that. God, it's crazy to me that you saw Illegal Danish but not Unbreakable. Are you still watching it?
Yeah, he just went to World PvP. Nah, this is finished. Just fucking yeah.
I love the fucking Paladin crash out where he kills the guy. And then this person has joined the server. Dude, what the fuck, man? Are you a mage or are you a shaman? This is not right, man. This is not right. I wear plate. You wear mail, I wear plate. I don't even know how I fucking play this game, man. Scripted as fuck, but like, God, it's so fucking funny. I like Soul Shards, it's really cool mechanic, but only in combat. Yeah, see, that's what I was starting to go toward again, and I got distracted. Summoning the summoning portal should use up your Soul Shards. And Warlock should have, like, you have max Soul Shards out of combat. I think you should start with max Soul Shards. So, like, Demonology, 5 Soul Shards. Or maybe you start with 3 and it takes 3 to put down the summoning portal. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Well, that just gets in the way and it's cumbersome. Because if you're like, okay, I'm going to put down the summoning portal, and then I'm going to summon my pet, then you couldn't. So that would suck. Never mind. This idea sucks. POD and 39 brag of a Shami. War Pally is funny too. What does POD stand for? You know what fucking sucked? What sucked? Killing 35 mobs summon your raid? That's shitty. Having to balance your shards while summoning and dismissing pets in combat? That's cool. Hi, Rose Toy Blaster. Thank you for the follow. Wiping 10 times and then not having any shards? Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy said it right. He's like, every time I go against the shaman, man, they purge and then they wind fury me and I just fucking die.
You literally can't summon a fat or soulstone or healthstone reduced shit. I remember in Wrath of the Lich King, we would have a warlock sometimes that, like, you know, we'd been wiping all night and he's like, guys, we've wiped a lot. I had a full bag of shards and I'm out. I need to go get more shards. And so it'd be like, okay, 5-minute break, everybody go to the bathroom. Warlocks, literally go collect like 10 or 20 shards real quick. That's really my crash out every time I play a game. Trying to make an actual tank character. And other people can just make the most damaging characters possible and still take just as much damage. It's like, what even is the point of playing the way I want when it makes me useless? Fucking PoE bullshit, man. Yeah. PoE is definitely like... I don't think that's the game genre to do that in. What would be a good game where, like... It would be, like, good to make a tank and you absolutely... are useful? You only need to take your raid outside to kill some level 55 mod. Time for the imp. So soulstone or healthstone for the raid though? No soulstone. PUD is Pendulum of Doom, a 4.0 swing time two-hander. Yeah. Also having to craft 40 healthstones at a time. The reason, okay. I really want to play a caster in WoW. I want to be ranged. Demonology Warlock clicks with me. Like, I just get it. It feels natural, and it feels good and easy. I hate playing Warlock. They have so much just... Even in modern retail WoW, they have so much shit to do that's just maintenance, right? Your group wipes, you get back in. You set down the soul well for cookies. You set down a summoning stone if anybody had to go do stuff. You set down your teleport. You set down the nether gate for everybody to do the jump thing. You summon your pet. You sacrifice your pet if you're running that. And it's just like, there's so much shit to do. I'm gonna sneeze. There's so much shit and maintenance to do as a warlock, even in retail, that I'm like, I hate this. Back in the old days, Burning Crusade, Classic, even Wrath, it's just like, I just look at Warlock and I'm like, who the fuck would want to play this? This is so tedious. Super rare BOE drop out of Uldaman. I was having fun with Lock and Lemix. Prague was painful. The Wind Fury thing I remember. Back in Classic WoW, I was in one of those like big wars at Hillsbrad Foothills, right outside the Tarn Mill. And I remember this fucking like troll shaman. He just fucking hit me and I just died. I genuinely thought Wind Fury was a one-hit KO. I thought it was like Guillotine from Pokemon, where you just die, you just fall over. Because I was at 100% health, and then he hit me and I fell over, and then there was the fucking, like, wind tornado going up at his feet as he walked away, and I was just like, what? That just one-shots you? What the fuck? And for, like, a couple months after that, I just thought Wind Fury was a one-hit KO. And then when I learned it, I was like, oh, he just hit me that fucking hard? I remember that guy that long ago just hitting me that fucking hard. What the fuck is that?
It's fucking awesome.
I'm guessing you didn't play like the first 6 months of WoW, Cairo, but it used to be worse. Wind Fury? I think I told you about this before, or you might have already known this. It had a chance to proc based on your spirit. And so shamans used to stack spirit because it affected their abilities. And Wind Fury would have like a, 50% chance to proc if you stack spirit. That got changed. Prague was painful, lol. I leveled my Mistweaver Monk at first. I probably should have stayed with that just because... I don't know. Fast healer queues. Even if you're not max item level, you just get taken to stuff instantly as a healer. And just, being a healer in general, I'd still do crazy damage. Because your damage in Lemix is not based on what you're doing, it's based on your versatility level, your artifact level, and your fucking timing with your Dreadlord. Rogue has been fun. My Rogue is starting to pop off on damage. I did a boss fight last night in Tomb where I did like 43 million DPS. Or 43 million damage, and I was like, okay, alright. No, it would have been DPS. I'm happy with the fucking 43 million DPS. It's starting to get up. The Outlaw Rogue is very bursty. You ambush, you killing spree, you between the eyes, you pistol shot, you dispatch, and it's just a lot of like right off the bat damage. But yeah, like look at Nimasu and scale down. It's hard to get a scale. Meanwhile, I see you looking like a giant. Well, so it's hard to know like what the others should do, right? Like obviously I'm chibi right now. Should the others be like so big that they cover up the fucking screen and it looks like I'm walking at their ankles?
Here, I'll be my normal height. There, is this what you want? Is this what you want fucking stream to be?
I'm not against this, but be off to the side. Be off to like...
No, that's what I'm saying. No, it's coming back down to your size.
I'm just saying whoever said that in chat.
Can you crouch down a little? I'm not against people wanting to be big. I just don't want them to be in the center if they are.
Can you crouch down a little?
Okay, buddy, get your ass out of my camera. Get your ass out of my camera. I know a few people into Giantess. I'm also into tacos, dude. Into tacos, dude? I also know tacos, dude. They'd like that. Oh yeah, Octomage is also just here. And then Lofam has started doing it as well. I don't know if Lofam's into it. I think Lofam might just be getting
Engagement
a lot
farming?
of it. Yeah. Freudian slip. Hi, Elijah. Tacos dude is cute. Sentinel wave. Mod check. Doing what now? Talking about Giantess stuff and size difference stuff. This is the part where Octo goes, oh hell yeah, that's me. The class rebalancing of Turtle WoW, I fucking hope Classic Plus has that. Give me like viable Rep Paladin DPS. Give me fucking viable Feral Druid. I don't know, if Classic Plus came out, what would I actually play? I played Feral Druid in OG Classic. No, I'd play a Rogue.
Play Warrior again.
I'd play a Rogue. The thing that keeps me away from Rogue in the old versions is like farming herbalism for poisons and vanish. If they took away reagents for stuff like that,
Yulind.
I'd play a Rogue. Yeah.
And then we get to play on a PvP server and we get to try and go into Scarlet Monastery and deal. Dude, playing when Classic came out in 2019 and trying to do Scarlet Monastery, it was fucking horrendous. It was awesome.
You were even Horde. What did you have to complain about with it? Weren't you... Or...
Yeah, I was Horde.
How was Scarlet Monastery bad for you?
What? There were 1 million fucking people in the fucking queue area. Just killing each other. It was an open PvP zone. It was constantly exploding.
Scarlet Monastery is not an open PvP zone.
What?
It's
going
Tearsfall
into all the
Glades.
dungeons.
Yeah, that's Tearsfall Glades. You're not flagged for going in there as Horde.
Yeah, but everyone's fighting anyway.
You were just choosing to flag yourself and create problems for yourself.
No, PvP server.
Yeah?
You don't flag yourself, you just always are.
Unless you're in
do you
the
mean?
fucking uncontested areas like Tearsfall Glades. On a PvP server, You were not
I think
flagged.
it was contested in there.
No. You would not be flagged in the starting zones. Duratar, Tearsfall Glades, Ellen Forest, you're not flagged there. You get to your first contested zone, which for Alliance would be Red Ridge. I don't think Westfall was contested. It would be Red Ridge or Duskwood. It would be the Wetlands, although that's probably too high to go to from Loch Modan. The Wetlands was a lot of people's first contested zone. Ashenvale, you would go from Darkshore to Ashenvale and it'd be like, this is a contested zone. In 10 seconds, you'll be flagged unless you go back. For Horde, you were not flagged in the Barrens, but you would get flagged in Ashenvale or Stonetown Mountains. You'd get flagged in Hillsbrad. You were safe in Silverpine. And you would get flagged in Thousand Needles, or I guess Torn went to the same places as the Orcs and Trolls. You getting in a bunch of PvP fights in the Scarlet Moss area, that's like you choosing to be flagged in the contested or the non-contested areas.
That's funny. I probably was.
Or like you seeing somebody and being like, if it's red, it's dead.
Red, it's dead. What do you mean?
If it's red, it's dead. If it's got a red health bar, like it's an enemy faction player, you kill it.
Hillsbrad was fucking bad, dog.
Yeah.
Hillsbrad was bad.
I want to be a boomkin just like in Sod.
Because not only Yulind was it just a PvP fuckfest, like everyone was competing for tags there. Like with the little farm quests where you have to kill the humans. Also, when you're Horde in vanilla, you're kind of just fucking evil. Let us go to this fucking small village of unsuspecting humans and kill all of them because we're undead and we hate humans.
Okay, well technically they were racist humans, so, you know, fuck them. Hi, Kumi. Horde traditionally camped the entrance to Sky Monastery because they just got the first hit, since Undead Starting Zone was basically always several rogues waiting to one-shot people trying to get in. There was, Giantess stuff is pretty pog. Yeah. Sorry, delayed response. All good, all good. For Horde, I remember thinking like, man, this game, the game devs fucking love the Horde so much more than the Alliance. Because I remember Scarlet Monastery was like so many dungeons and it was so much easier for Horde to do. Alliance had stockades, but that was equivalent to like Ragefire Chasm. So if that was 1-to-1, the Horde just had way easier Scarlet Monastery stuff. There would also be quests like in Ashenvale for Black Fathom Deeps, where it's like, oh, the Horde get this quest that gives a blue sword. What did the Alliance get? Well, they don't have anything for that. They don't get no blue weapon. It's like, man, this game fucking loves Horde.
You forget the biggest thing, Yulind. The fucking blimp.
Yeah.
Like, that is the #1 thing. Oh, you want to go to Darnassus? Okay, so you're gonna have to go from Stormwind to fucking Ironforge either via the Deep Run tram, and then you're gonna have to walk around to the wetlands, and then you go on the boat. And then you have to walk across the entire fucking Night Elf starting zone, and then you're in Darnassus.
Yeah, that shit sucked. How about Horde getting the best in slot trinket from a quest? 1% hit from a quest? I don't even remember that, but I don't doubt it.
I don't remember that.
Also, how trivial it was for Horde to kill several Alliance leaders because of the tram. Yeah. Yeah. It,
I mean, let's not be fucking capping though. The tram's so cool.
The tram is cool. We love Nessie. I very much agree with you that like Alliance were the good guys, Horde were the edgy bad guys that like were kind of morally gray sometimes and kind of like, oh, they're cool because, you know, they're the misfits that banded together. But they were also just like fucking evil sometimes. I didn't really see the Alliance as the same. I didn't see them as morally gray until Pandaria. The intro Pandaria quests were like, oh, you know, the Alliance is kind of like portrayed as the bad guys to the Horde also. And it might have been before that. But the intro Pandaria quests are like, if you play Alliance, you go to Pandaren village, and they're like, help us. These outsiders that are like you, but they're green, they came, and they enslaved a bunch of Pandaren. They're using them for slave labor in the temple over there. We miss our children and our wives that they took. And you're like, oh shit, Horde being Horde. Let's go fucking kick their teeth in and save the pandas. But then you play the Horde, and it's like the exact same thing. They're like, oh, this group of people, they came in, and they seemed so nice at first. They asked us for help making a field, and we thought they were gonna like plant crops and stuff. It ended up being a fucking military base, and they won't let us leave. Literally, they're like threatening our families if we leave unless we keep building their military base that they lied to us about. And it's like, wow, that's pretty fucking evil. You don't normally get that from the Alliance, but Pandaria was a start of in the writing where like they really wanted to portray whichever side you're not playing, those are the bad guys. You're the good guys, the other side, they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Can literally speedrun 3 leaders within 20 minutes, and no one could get to Tellerstone in time to defend Tyrande.
Which kind of stinks. I think that was part of the fun of being Horde, is that like, yeah, we're like the fucking tribal race, you know? We have the fucking weird like hut city with org and everything.
Yeah, but who's actually the bad guys? The Burning Legion. The Void Lords. 100% those are the bad guys. Mozord was trying to vibe, and the Alliance was like, ayo, colonizing is pretty cool and stuff. It was actually the bad guys. I mean, so, in Warcraft lore, before World of Warcraft, the Alliance is not super chill. I mean, they have a whole arc about fucking internment camps. So, you know, you can't look at them as spotless. They couldn't invent bricks, but they could make blimps. Actually, it was the goblins that made the blimps and hired them out to the Horde. The only reason the Alliance didn't have them is because they refused to pay for them. Lol.
Someone didn't play Warcraft Adventures Lord of the Clans.
What?
There's
You didn't listen to the Goblin Heritage audiobook? I love Furisu for that so much.
I think it is crazy that you haven't read the fucking the trial book. Don't M me.
Hi, Kafir. Not playing OG Orcs and Humans or Tides of Darkness. I started with World of Warcraft. I have never played Warcraft 1, 2, or 3. I have never read any of the audiobooks.
You're crazy.
I have gone through a lot of the like WoW wiki and like learned a lot of the lore there. But most of my lore just comes from I'm literally playing WoW and like they're telling me this stuff happened. Yeah, for me personally, it's hard. I think I like Alliance races more, but I like Horde aesthetics more. I like the tribal city, I like the, you know, I think Orgrimmar is fucking cool. Stormwind is okay, but it's like generic fantasy human city. Like, it's not... I don't see it as special in any capacity. Whereas, like, Orgrimmar is like... It's honestly not that special either. You know, if you had an orc city, you would expect it to look like that. But, like, how many times have you gotten to do Orc City compared to how many times have you gotten to do generic fantasy human city? You do you do Human City way more than Orc City, so it's like, oh, this is fun. This is kind of unique. I like troll aesthetics. I like orc aesthetics. I like Tauren aesthetics. I'm okay with Forsaken aesthetics. I don't like the green goop they put everywhere. The preservative to keep them from rotting away. That I'm just like, ugh. Ugh.
Literally got shit from the butt in the city.
Yeah. Blood Elf is...
Well, I guess it comes from the guy's mouth, right?
I thought it was like just a big fucking stomach thing that they manufactured.
I don't know.
I
You know
think-
what they better keep in, Yulind?
What?
You know, Sylvanas in Classic just used the Night Elf, like, body and skeleton.
Why
so she
would
had
they keep that in?
she had the Night Elf idle animation where she just bounced up and down. She did like the little bouncy bounce.
There's
Being fucking
no way they
Sylvanas
keep that in.
Windrunner, the leader of the Forsaken. She just is a little boing boing boing.
God. I think Blood Elf aesthetic is pretty, but boring. I think it's really, really pretty, but like... I've just seen it in a game. In a lot of games. It's just... I don't know. That's what I would expect from Blood Elves. Which, you know, Trolls is what I expect from Trolls. Orcs is what I expect from Orcs. I don't know. It's just... I don't like the Blood Elves, I think, because a lot of people like it. Maybe I'm just being a hipster with it. Blood Elf is just typical.
Lorthamar stinks, dude.
Lorthamar's great. I don't want to hear that from the guy that likes Gen Greymane.
I like Liadrin.
Leandrin's cool.
Liadrin's my favorite blood elf.
Goblin aesthetic, I think, is really fucking fun. Goblin aesthetic, I'm like, this is just...
That is fun.
It's so fun. Human aesthetic, it's boring, but it's the standard. I think it's perfect as it is. I personally would, like, move away from it if I can.
I think it's cooler when you get like Lordaeron and all that stuff. Stormwind's kind of fucking generic.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when you go to Strathholm, you're like, man, why can't Stormwind look like fucking this? This looks sick. If only there
Yeah.
wasn't the whole zombies everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can agree with that. Dwarves. I don't like dwarves as they do them in, like, Standard WoW. But, like, the way they did them in Cataclysm in the Twilight Highlands, I'm like, this fucking rules. The fucking burrows underground. I think that's rad as shit. And Ironforge is good. I feel like they...
Ironforge
needed
is
more.
so cool.
I feel like they needed more of a, like, the Grand Halls of Moria. If they didn't make it a ring,
Oh yeah.
if they had had just the fucking massive, like, hallway with
Grand
the
Hall and
fucking...
all the shit is a bunch of stuff on the sides.
Yeah,
That would be sick. Yeah.
that would have been... I would have liked that a lot more than Ironforge. And Ironforge is not bad, it's just... It just feels like it could have been more. Gnomes? Gnomes feels like lamer goblins to me. Like, I think of goblins and I think of a lot of rattling parts, right? I think of, like, a lot of pointless stuff. Why is that there? And everything's fucking shaking. I think of goblins, or I think of gnomes, and I think of, like, a really tight mechanical system with a lot of gears that are spinning. And I think both of them are fine. I think I enjoy goblins more. I mean, because Storm was one of the earlier zones built. Sign up for the Warcraft 3 Town Hall look. I like dwarves when they look poor. See almost every keep being the Warcraft 3 barracks model writ large. Night Elves? I think Night Elves is probably the lamest aesthetic from the classic races. They literally just have, like, small open wood homes scattered throughout the forest, and I'm like, this, I don't know, it just kind of feels lame. I feel like
1,000+ years old and this is all you fucking built?
I feel like Teldrassil still has negative quality of life. I feel like if Darnassus was more vertical, if it was more like a lot of like stuff built literally into the trees. Not like carved out, but like druidic magic. Sometimes rooms or like off spurts of bark would like be a building, or like sometimes a stairway would go through the bark. Hi, Smiley Soul. Thank you for the follow. Hello there. I think that would be really cool. And you'd have like some stuff at the bottom. The Guild Wars 2 city. The Guild Wars 2 city, the Grove. For the I don't remember what race it is. But the Sylvari. The Sylvari city is a much better like elven city than Darnassus. You're welcome, friend. You mean the bank? I mean the bark. The only real tree-focused amenity is the literal tree city. It's the same thing with Gridania. Gridania, I'm like, this is so fucking lame. This is just a bunch of houses in a forest. But like,
it's kind of cool.
You're gonna see a town in Shadowbringers that's like, my stance is that this is what Gridania should have been, and when we get there and I say that to you, you're going to agree with me. To be fair, Gridania is just green brown. The bank is the only genuinely tree entwined amenity. There's a few, Kumi. That's like the only like real big one. I think you should have had like really tall trees in Darnassus. And you should have had like some things along the bottom. Maybe an inn. That's where the lightsaber vendor is. Maybe like a barracks where a lot of the warriors are training. Maybe the like Temple of Elune. But like all these trees should have had a staircase that goes up. And there should have been like a second level to the city where there's essentially a building, part of the tree that's like 100, 200 feet up, and there's a lot of like ropeway bridges between all the trees. Like if it was 2 rings where it's like in the center, Temple of Elune. Some like heavy set buildings like the barracks and armory around that. An inn around there. And then you got a second level. Druids are up here. Sentinels are up here. A lot of the like, not really functional buildings, but oh, this is where a lot of the civilians of Darnassus live. I think that'd be way better. Imaging turning into this, seeing 3 people walking, then yapping about how cool Ironforge is, and then deciding, yeah, I want more of this. What gets me about Night Elf architecture in WoW is that it plays like shit. It isn't even Warcraft 3 accurate. So why did you make this? I could see that. We gotta turn this video up. I think our Guild Wars ones were quiet. Oh. I looked left. I gray screened. What are we at? 2.16 miles. Draenei? I think Draenei architecture is lame. I think Draenei architecture itself is okay. But did it ever feel like it fit in WoW? Did it ever like, oh man.
Well, no, they're supposed to be fucking space aliens, but like... But it's just kind of fucking lame to be like, they're supposed to be space aliens from space, you know?
I never really liked Draenei architecture. The best Draenei city in my mind is the one in Zangar Marsh. And it's cool because of the fucking mushrooms. Like some of
No, it's pretty cool.
Some of the foibles with human undead orc troll buildings are because they're based on Warcraft 3 buildings. The Night Elf ones look nothing like in-game and are horrible to traverse. Worgen stuff is just British WoW stuff, so whatever.
I mean, Worgans are like cooler humans. Aesthetic. Their architecture and like aesthetics, they're like weird Victorian era, like You know, they're all like very Victorian era, fucking top hats and fluffy dresses and shit. No, I think that it's a cool aesthetic.
I can agree with that. We're just humans with the extra budget.
I literally think the first Worgen I made was like a guy that would wear a top hat, monocle, and twiddle his mustache.
I could see myself playing a Worgen still if they had tails. I think they are ruined by not having a tail. just Worgen like the playable race. After that, it's a bunch of allied races that are kind of just, for the most part, the same as their base. Nightborn have pretty good architecture. I would actually love to play Nightborn, but my god, they all look old. They have 6 faces, and one of them looks okay, and 5 of them look old and wrinkly. And it's like, how did you fuck this up? How did you ruin this?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Zandalari stuff is cool. Dark Spear Troll stuff is like spears, mask shields, and like huts. And Zandalari is like Mayan temple. It's like a lot more stonework and grandiose stuff like that. Kultirans, basically Worgen, but instead of Victorian era, like sea themed.
Kultirans are fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the nautical ass city is super cool.
I feel like the architecture of Worgens is pretty cool. I really don't know why we have Gilneas that just sits there. It's an effectively abandoned zone. Lore-wise, we did get it back. It is like, that is where the Gilneans live now. It's just...
Can you go in there?
Yeah, you can go in. There's a whole like quest chain to like clear out the remaining undead and plague from there.
What's in there?
Nothing. It's like you can just go there and Worgen NPCs are walking around the Gilneas city.
Well, I mean, are there like vendors and shit, and you can go see like Gen and like his little place? No?
I think Gen is there. But, like, vendor-wise, there's not really anything. There's no reason to go there. It's...
What the fuck, man?
It's cool that it exists. They just need to use it. They just need to, like, have a reason to, like, bring it back. It needs to be, like, a hub for, hey, here's the, you know, the second patch thing in an expansion, you know, like, Warfronts. We're gonna base of operations out of Gilneas for it. And it's like, that'll be great, but as of right now, there's no reason to go there. It's a city for appearance, but not functionality. Yeah. Yeah. Gilneas is like that. Amir Jasil is like that. Is Undercity like that, or do they just put you in Old Undercity? I want to say they put you in Old
I still
Undercity.
thought that would have been the fucking coolest if the humans got Undercity and like they restore Lordaeron. Like, how fucking cool would that have been?
Where would the Forsaken go? Like, what would become their new city?
I don't know, Org.
What? No, they need their own place.
They go to Stratholme. They go to the Plaguelands.
It's got to be somewhere in Kalimdor. Because it'd be like trading continents. It'd be like you take out Darnassus, you take out the Undercity. The Alliance
what happened to
restores
Felwood?
Undercity. Nothing. It's just slowly being like restored by druids. You saying build a city there?
I'm thinking aesthetically it would have worked, but if it's being restored by druids, it doesn't really work.
Well, being restored by druids, but they didn't finish, and there's a lot less druids there suddenly because Darnassus got taken the fuck out. Ezshara. Ezshara is a city that's like, it's there, but it's like appearance, not functionality. Suramar's like that. God, I would kill for like a functional Suramar city. Because it's so fucking pretty. I love Suramar so much. Ugh. There's a lot of fun RP based around Lordaeron and Moonguard. Aesthetically, Western Plaguelands is incredible looking now. Yeah. Healed for cash. I am so upset that when Legion came out, they made the Paladin class hall a stupid secret underground chapel under Light's Hope Chapel. Why didn't they just give us Hearthglen? Hearthglen was like literally the like home base of Paladins. Tyrion Forgering hung out here. It was like literally Paladin Fortress. And they just said, nah, that's lame. Let's make a secret underground hatch with a small city under Light's Hope Chapel. I hate Light's Hope Chapel. I hate it so much as a class hall.
I think aesthetically it's cool. I would agree.
Aesthetically, it doesn't make sense. They have a big stained glass window underground. What?
They have a wind chime back there to bring the light in.
They have a wind chime. You mean literally the perfect thing for the Paladin class hall? Why would they do that? Oh, I'm so happy you agree with me. I'm so happy you agree with me. Light's Hope Chapel is dumb to me. It's one of those, like, I get it. They did the same thing with monks. Oh, a lot more people know this thing. Let's use this for the class hall. Even though there's like a perfectly legit functional class hall existing for them already. Monks had, I don't remember if it's the Tian Shui Monastery or a different name, but they had the monastery in Kunlai Summit. Literally, it was like the monk place.
Yeah, you do the intro there, and then it gets owned.
And it's like, we're going to give you the turtle that all Pandaren start on. Because the turtle's cooler.
Get your artifact weapon, and you come back, and it's like, the monastery's on fire!
Mm-hmm. Priest felt disappointed as a class hall as well. Yeah, the priest definitely could have had something better.
What the fucking priest get?
They had basically an Exodar that had gotten separated from the group of spaceships. And so it was literally just like a floating Draenei crystal spaceship out in the middle, orbiting Azeroth.
I don't know, that's kind of fucking cool, man.
It'd be cool if you could see like Azeroth in the background through a window, but it was effectively just a fucking cave. They had the main room with all the features like the class hall table and vendors and the mission table. And then they had a side room that was like the holy room, and then they had a second side room that was the shadow room with a bunch of candles. And like they had like 3 Naru there, or was it just one? I don't know. It was very much like, this is the main room, this is the light room, this is the shadow room. There was no windows. You couldn't see anything in the background, and it was like, lore-wise, yeah, we're orbiting Azeroth right now. But you couldn't see that at all. So it was just like, it just felt really lame. I do like their class mount. I do like the, it's like a weird, not owlkin. It's like an owl griffin thing that, was neat. Okay. We've ranked the class halls so many times here. Mage one, they got fucking Hogwarts. That was cool. Warlock one, they had a fucking asteroid. Nyx thinks it's the coolest class hall ever. He's like, I get my own planet. And I'm like, you get a fucking barren rock. This thing sucks. I didn't really care for the Warlock class hall. Granted, I think it's perfect for them. I do think lore-wise, it's like, yep, they literally have their own fucking planet. They don't really need a lot of, like, fluff and decoration there. I get a planet, you get a moon. Mage one felt so perfectly appropriate. The Mage one, I think, is, like, top tier. Priest class hall is in the Twisting... Not near... Oh, it's in the Twisting Nether? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the Twisting Nether. We can agree with the worst one.
No,
we can agree what the worst one is. No, I had a buddy that played fucking Warlock. Yes, we can.
You're gonna say rogue.
No.
Which one are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say the fucking lodge.
Okay, yeah, we can't agree. We can't agree. You right.
You guys just get a log cabin out in the middle of High Mountain, I guess.
Rogues is one of my favorites. The underbelly of Delarn is really fucking cool. Farisu is like, oh no, it sucks, and I thought you were in that camp too.
I mean, where else would they put them?
Ravenholt. See, I'm of the mindset of like Ravenholt as a concept is cool, but practicality, it's really stupid. Who the fuck cares about a mansion in the middle of nowhere? How is that like functionally good at all? That's like the opposite of what a rogue would be. The rogue is going to be the tree disguised in the forest. They need to be right under the nose of everybody. They need to be stealthed in the city. And so the underbelly is fucking... It's just that. Ravenholt... It's just out there. It's too far from anything. Felt super disappointing for me, at least. Didn't feel priesty. Even if it's in the Twisting Nether and not orbiting... I think it would have been so much cooler if it was orbiting Azeroth and they had a big window with Azeroth in the background. If you literally just put a window as Azeroth in the background, it would have been like, okay, this goes up from like a 3 of 10 class hall to like a 7 of 10. That would have made it fucking awesome. It was a prison/research center for studying the Void God, Soraka the Light Eater, which you turn back into the Naru in the priest intro quest. I think it should have been orbiting. Being in the Twisting Nether, it should have been orbiting and it should have had a window. That would have made it so much better. Druid is the Dream Grove in Val'sharah. This is kind of like, why didn't they just use Moonglade? Like, the whole Druid thing is portals around Azeroth. Why didn't they just fucking use Moonglade? Moonglade would have been great, but...
Well, Moonglade's supposed to be, like, neutral.
Yeah, but they could have had a sharded version of it that's like, hey, we're locking in, we're closing off Moonglade to non-druids right now because we need to focus up on dealing with the Legion right now. We'll go back to being neutral and, like, open to everyone. But because we're dealing with the Burning Legion, the invasion, and they're putting, like, stealth agents everywhere, we're going to close it off just for this, lore-wise. And, like, practically, or practicality, it's just, like, a different shard. Everyone else can still go to the old Moonglade, but the Legion version was Druid only. That's what I think they should have done. Because they'd have to update Moonglade. Updating Moonglade would be easier than making an entirely new Dream Grove. I think the Dream Grove... It's okay. I think Moonglade would have been cooler. And, yeah. Literally next to Felwood. Could have fought off Legion invasions from there. I really don't know why they didn't use it. Yeah. The monk should have been the monastery. Giving them the turtle was just like, you know the turtle. The turtle was cool. We want you to see the turtle again. We worked really hard on this turtle. Hunters, they got the worst one. I don't know what they would give them instead. I don't know what would be better.
Yeah, because the most iconic hunter is just a homeless guy with his bear. And then he shows up for Legion like, I guess I gotta do stuff now.
Maybe... You know what would have been kind of fucking cool? What if the Hunter's Lodge was like a caravan? What if it was like a literal moving thing that went across like Kalimdor or something? Like... Okay, so in Path of Exile 2, the second city is... So Rexar from Vanilla. Hi, Apocalypse Prime. The city in Path of Exile's Act 2, it's a caravan that's pulled by, like, 200 slaves. They're, like, mind wipes, so they're, like, super dumb and mindless. And they just have, like, hooks plugged into their back and shoulders, and they have a cable that runs to the caravan, and they just pull. Their whole existence is just being like a mindless zombie that pulls the caravan. And I think it would have been cool to, like, if they had, let's say they had the teleport to it. So, like, you go to Dalaran or any of the Legion zones, and there would be a hunter with a giant eagle that's like, hey, you want to go to the lodge? Hop on. And the eagle would, like, you know, it's just like a fade, and then you're at the lodge. So you could always get there super fast, but if you were in Kalimdor flying around, you could just see the lodge, and it would, like, let's say it would go through Feralis, go through kind of Thousand Needles, but along the cliff, so it never went down to the water. Go through the Barrens, go through Stone Talon Mountains, go through Desolus, and, like, do a loop like that. And instead of, like, a caravan pulled by, like, a bunch of fucking zombies with hooks, it'd be like 3 connected caravans that are being pulled by, like, cleft hoof. Is this a really hunter idea? Because the hunter's whole thing is, like, protecting nature, and I don't think a big fucking wheel track is gonna do much for protecting nature, but I think this would be way cooler than the lodge still. No, this still could be like a hunter thing, because a big part of hunting thing is, like, Hemet Nessingwary. It could literally be like Hemet Nessingwary's caravan.
Oh no. Yeah, Yulind, I don't think he cares about stopping the Legion. I think he just wants to kill all the wildlife.
I think he would absolutely care about stopping the Legion, because he'd be like, they're getting in the way of my hunt. I could be out shooting Alex right now, collecting that ivory, and the fucking Legion's doing it instead of me. We gotta stop them. Nobody exterminates the Alex but me. Should be a caravan of Zeppelin that are pulled by griffins in the Horde Flight Path. The Horde Flight Path creature. I forget what they're called. Wind Riders? I think they're Wind Riders. I don't think the Zeppelin would work. I think the Zeppelin is, like, too high-tech for hunters. I kind of like the idea of a caravan. Maybe not with wheels, but, like, if they had a big fucking creature, if they had something like, really huge fucking, like a fucking massive cleft hoof that had, like, platform, like a saddle built on it, but instead of, like, a seated saddle, it's, like, a fucking platform, and they have, like, 2 or 3 of these. I guess hunters became more in tune with nature as S-Packs went on. The Horde Flight Path creature. I feel like they're less in tune with nature now more than ever. Fucking survival? I want to love survival so much, because aesthetically it might be my favorite. I hate what they're doing with survival. Dark Shore. Nope, too low. Too high. I just need to step off. I'll take that. Survival? Survival should be all about, like, synergy with your beast. You're basically a warrior, but, you have a lot of synergy with your beast. That's what survival should be. What they keep doing with survival is it's about traps. It's about explosive shot. They literally just gave survival a shotgun, and it's like, oh, I fucking hate this so much. Survival in the past was like traps and stuff, but when they made it melee, they need to go away from the tech side of survival. They needed it to be, you are a melee warrior, but you have a beast companion, They needed it to be Rexar. And they want it to be fucking traps, gadgets, and explosive grenades. So much. And it's like, pick one, stop splitting between both of them. Yeah, but shotguns. Love me, my shamgonies. I do like the idea of a moving launch zone for them. I do too. It's just like, how would you have it like that? But a grounded one would be like, why can't I just hop on when it shows up? You know what I think would actually be a good idea? Okay, here's what I like for a moving lodge. Don't have it moving. Have it just teleport between zones. At like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. every day, server time. Make it so that it's like, okay, it's time to move out, and it teleports between zones. So like have an area in Feralis where it's set up. It's a lot of tents. There's a lot of like animals that would move it, so there'd be a lot of Kodos, maybe some horses, definitely a lot of griffins and windriders. Oh yeah, could be like just Moonfair? Exactly. And it's in Feralis for a day. If you use any of the ports there, you go to there. And it's a very simple camp. It's not like super extravagant like the other class halls. But it's got the space, it's got all the facilities. And then like 10 a.m. the next day, then it is in the Cliffs of Thousand Needles. And then 10 a.m. the next day, it's in Southern Barrens. 10 a.m. the next day, it's in Northern Barrens. 10 a.m. the next day, it's in Stone Talon, right? Just have it move around over like 6 or 7 days in a loop in Kalimdor. Could also just have it travel for an hour once a day. The problem with it traveling is like, how would you use it for that hour, right? Hi, Leon. Aw, Chibi Yulind. I think it'd be really, really fucking cool to see it moving. Hi, Freya. Hi, love. But like, how would you use its facilities while they're on the move? I think it'd be really cool if it had a big animation that's like, okay, 10 a.m. hits. If you were using the stuff there, all the NPCs, they like pack up the tents and they all walk off in a direction. They all start moving east. You'd see a lot of them like mount up on Kodos and stuff. The Kodos would like get a like wagon hitched up to them, and they would walk 50 feet in a direction, and then they would phase out. And if you were at the other place, like if you were in Thousand Needles where it would be appearing, if you were right on the place, if you were right where it was going to spawn, they would like teleport you off to essentially like a graveyard right next to it, because they don't want you like a tent phasing through you and bisecting you. But like, it'd be really cool if like, if you were close, you could just see them all walk in and like set stuff up. That would, Cairo, this would have been the coolest fucking class hall if this is what they did. I'm like, God, this is the coolest idea I've ever fucking had. Chibi Yulind, hi Yulind, my love. X Kisu, Freya, sweetie. Hi, Lugs. Why am I imagining the old cowboy theme music from, like, Wagon Trails? No, Lugs. That'd actually be kind of fitting. Hi. Little stubby you legs. What the fuck? Yippee. 25 consecutive morning. Lugs, I was up so late last night. I didn't get my nap right after stream. So I got out of VR at like 5 p.m., napped for 3 hours super late in the day, and then woke up for VR chat stuff, and I was like, well, I can't fall asleep so soon after my nap. So I was up to like 4 a.m. Morning heart, hi cutie pie. Oh wow. Ugh. Okay. Hunter one, worst class hall. My idea would have made it best class hall. Shamans had a pretty cool class hall. Shamans had a pretty awesome one. I got sick when I was getting on. No, that sucks. Warriors have fucking Valhalla. Warriors have a good one. Death Knights have a good one. Death Knights, they use the class hall that's like, hey, this is like already been your pseudo class hall, it just makes sense to keep it the class hall. Instead of what they did with druids, monks, and I feel like one other, but definitely druids and monks. And paladins. Paladins had a lame one. And so I had Tayson tell me to get off VR. Probably for the best. It was just Friday, right? Do you feel better now? Do you even know what it was? So I listened to reason. It was sudden temp and I lost all my energy? Oh. I do World Hop with my friend Core every Friday. And so we actually went to a shit ton of worlds yesterday. It was like 15 worlds that we checked out. After that, I joined some friends in Victory Round, which apparently had an update. I didn't really get to play with the update at all, because we only did one round when I joined them. They'd have kind of been playing for 3 hours. Update fun. I imagine I'm going to tell Court, hey, by the way, Victory Round had an update last week that we didn't play. And she's going to be like, what? And we're going to play it for 2 hours next week. We should do it tonight then?
Yeah, I said I was down if you want to get on early, Yulind, we could do some tonight.
Early?
Like if we wanted to get on, like, yes.
Why don't we just do it when we start normally?
Because we'll get in like one round. Surely you want to play more than just one round.
Honestly, with how much sleep I've gotten, I think I might need a nap and I can't do early. I think when Ginjo
like
heads out...
an hour early.
Dude, I'm on 3 hours of sleep. I'm on 3 hours of sleep.
What the fuck did you do?
I stayed up with you, fucker.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, and I was with you. You fell asleep at like
you were so awake.
3 a.m. I think you should sleep. Naplin wants that 1 hour extra. I can't believe this guy literally falls asleep with his head in my lap. What did you do last night? I was with you!
I thought you went off after that.
I did.
I thought you said you were gonna go to bed.
I
Then why
did.
you only
That
have
was
3
4
hours
a.m.
sleep?
That was like you'd fallen asleep, woke back up, put your head in my lap, and then we were like that for 10, maybe 20 minutes. And then I said, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna leave you two together, and you cuddled Giraffe while I left.
Yeah, like 3 a.m.
No, that was 4 a.m.
What?
That was at 4 a.m. when I left you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, then you went to bed at 3 your time, and you start stream at 9 your time. That's 6 hours, Yulind.
What are you
Where
talking
did 3
about?
hours go?
No, you fell asleep at 3, you woke back up at 4, put your head in my lap, I left at 4, I slept until 8. It took me a little bit to fall asleep. I didn't actually fall asleep until 5 a.m. I woke up at 8. That's 3 hours. I don't know how the fuck you're getting 6 hours.
4 to 9?
You think I wake up 2 minutes
3 to
before
9.
stream and start? You think I wake up at 9?
Dude, you get on like
5 minutes fucking beforehand.
I have an alarm that goes off at 8. I scroll through Reddit, Twitter, and other news sites to collect notes for the day. I also eat breakfast. From 8 to 8:40,
Oh, shit.
I do all
I
that.
haven't eaten.
At 8:40, I open YouTube. No, I close all of my internet tabs. I launch OBS Administrator. I then launch Firefox, switch to YouTube, bring up the video, make a new tab, because it has to be a new tab so that it doesn't take the first one, because OBS connects to the first Firefox page. The new one, I go to Twitch, I upload the yesterday's VOD, I check the channel points redeem, I then bring up 2 streams to Lurkin and set them to 160p. I then bring up lo-fi music, just in case world volume dies that day. Then I launch VR chat. I take my pill. I go empty my water bottle if there's any water left over from the day before. Fill it with new water that's nice and cold. Come back to my room. Turn my hands and trackers on. Put my trackers on. Then I go, oh shit, because I forgot my hair clips. Grab those, go to the bathroom, put those in. Then I'm in VR. It's usually like 8:54 at this point. By the time I'm in... No, it's usually like 8:54 by the time I'm turning my trackers on and turning them on. It's usually like 57 by the time I'm like actually running around in VR. Make sure my emotes are on, my faces, my expressions. Change my avatar. Calibrate. Spend a minute deciding which world to choose. Go to there. Go to the spot. Set up the cameras. That is my 20 minutes before stream. Straight to bed after stream today, Keatlin? Nope. We can't sleep today, Leon, because we have Tales of Zillia to play. Pout XD. Y'all slept, Lugs Wave. Then does their best not to be taking advantage of the cute femboys that sneak into Yulin's bed. Oh my gosh. Hi, cave owners. Hi, jiggling dude booty. Thank you both for the follow.
Holy shit, that's that's a crazy name. That's awesome.
Don't let him fool you. He takes 10 minutes to pick a map. It does not take 10 minutes.
He does take 10 minutes.
Why do you sound like that? You can't just ask that. You can't just say, why do you sound like that? What do you mean?
No. They bring up a good point. Why do you fucking sound like that?
Okay, buddy. Okay. I'm not gonna take that from, why do you sound like that? I'm not gonna take that from you. It's because he's small as fuck. He sounds cute. What do you mean? We are 10 followers away. Why do you sound like that? Sound like what? What do you mean, why do I sound like that? Leon, cop on, bud. First time chatter. Good lord. I need a drink. I need a drink. I also need to look at the distance. Is that a slur? I've never seen that word before, but Automod is like blocking it. So I'm like, hang on. What does that word mean? Let him chat. Poofter. Hang on these balls. I've got like a Team Rocket lean going on. I look straightened when I lean left. Oh, that doesn't...
It is a derogatory term for gay men, apparently.
Okay. You got a big
Bro really
nerve.
really pulled out the fucking I have an A in racism class words, bro. What is that?
Oh god, what was it with J.K. Rowling? Where it's like, the kid that always explodes in potions class was the Irish kid. And it's like, oh yeah, this is another example of racism against, just somebody. Because, the whole Irish thing. And everybody's like, what? I'm learning racism from J.K. Rowling, huh? I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah.
Let's check the lean. Pin. Oh god. Okay. We're here. It's leaning a little bit. Why is it leaning that much? We'll fix it. Where were we? I need to be right here. I think we were about here. Lean with it. Tatu and Iraq. Or the Asian character has 2 last names. Alright, these 2 are 11. Ugh. I want to fix my tracking. Oh god, when I stop it does look kind of bad. Yulind is pixel size today. A little bit. A little bit. Where does it think this tracker is? Oh, that's why. That's why we had a lean. Okay, are you gonna fix yourself? Are you gonna... No? Okay, off you go. Tracker? Turn on. There we go. Okay. That's fixed. Ugh. Lean on this stick. Okay, buddy. Alright. I think Octomage is right. I think Gabe and Jiggling are both probably like 14 or 15 years old. Put that there. Get back to walking.
Do I go lay down before Celia?
Now would be the time. 14 or 15 dicks.
Got light bulb?
I'll be able to. 14 years old. That Google slurs. Oh well. Yeah. What language is that, Octal? I don't even like recognize it. Oh wait, there was another one. Yeah, that would be a band term. It's Gaelic. Account created 32 minutes ago. They're like not even funny about it. Emphasis on the gay.
Wait, don't tell me it was jiggling dude booty.
It
That said
was. Of course it was.
No!
It's not Gaelic, it's Irish. Emphasis
This
on
is
the
so
dick.
tragic.
This is literally like the Key and Peele sketch. These nuts on this chin, on your chin. It's not even funny. It's funny when these nuts are on your chin. It's like I feel like I'm just dealing with that. Are you surprised, Kyle? They showed so much potential. This dick sketch. This dick sketch with my nuts on your chin. What were we talking about before? Well, we were talking about class halls and WoW. One dick get nutted. The VR chat worlds. The VR chat worlds we went to. I need to do it with this hand. Recently visited. They did a map before I joined. Then we went to Italy Street. It was literally just a street of Italy. Oh, did you see Wispy remade Outcasted? I didn't. I don't even remember which one Outcasted is. We did Fibrils, which that was a fucking horror map with a giant like spider that hunts you. That one sucked.
Outcasted was the one we used to
was
watch
it?
food videos in.
Outcasted. We watched videos in a Wispy map?
Yeah, it was the triangular building out in the middle of the ocean.
That's a Wispy
House.
map?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. Outcast this, stick my nuts on your chin. We went to a map that was like a treehouse with a blimp. The blimp kind of sucked, but it was a cozy map. They had some shader issue with their water. They really needed to fix. We went to a chapel. I was like, I saw a map on Twitter. It's called Leave. Let's go there. It's literally Hobbit's 0 of 10 map, dingy apartment, nothing else, just the single apartment room. Holy shit, Gabe. It's like... I wasn't gonna ban it, Icy Fire. I was just gonna laugh at it, but that's fair. We went to Forteza Tra la Mort. This is, this kind of seemed like a pseudo out gallery by Pearl. Tabula Alba. I don't even remember this one. A Land Beyond... What was this one? A Land Beyond the Void. This was a cool, like... Not really a puzzle. You just keep walking through the map. It was neat. What was this one? It's a Japanese thing. We went to so many Japanese maps yesterday, and describing them to you guys like... We went to Blumia, which was really cool. Shore of Ghosts. Undestined was a really cool music map. Another Japanese one I don't remember. Journey Park. And then like a Victorian like garden room. It's for the vest. Well, they're not permanently banned. It was just a timeout for 6 seconds. Poor guy didn't even get nuts on his chin. There's been a lot of maps recently by the Japanese community. My Twitter feed was full of it on Thursday. They good at making maps. They tend to be fairly unoptimized. Oh. The coolest map we went to yesterday. There was a music map. I don't know the name of it. But basically there was this like ghost girl singing in the room we were in. And the room starts distorting as the song goes through. So like at a certain point, the square room becomes like a donut-shaped room. And then it becomes a hallway. And it was like, oh, this is cool. I went there, it was cool. Yeah, yeah. That was a cool one. Undestined, just me. Yeah, Undestined, that was it. That was probably my favorite map from last night. Good for picks at the end. There wasn't really any map that we saw that I was like, ooh, I would use this for a stream day. I'm waiting for them to say something else. I got something in the chamber. I think they thought they were permanently banned, and they have headed out for the day. Sure.
Who?
Gabe and Jiggling. Nope, that was a ban. I'm not going to allow kids attacking viewers. I will. Okay. For you know, the rules, because this is my stream, Icy. I will allow them attacking viewers. Not out of the blue. Like, if it's unprompted, absolutely. Bonk them. But when Octal is provoking them, I think Octal wants them to. So I'll let them fall for the instigation. Can I get my gem back? I feel useless as a mod. Octal would never. They are too nice for that. I like it when you do shoutouts. And you ban bots are like, well, I did say slurs. And then they did do a slur. It was definitely something that was like, is this a slur? This is like, who the fuck has heard of this? But they did several. They did, okay. They did the first one that we had to fucking Google. They did one that got auto-modded. Hi, Dahi. I'm super happy. We're allowed to slur here now. Yeah, it was warranted using other languages. Oh, the other languages? Okay. Yeah, sorry, Icy Fire. You gotta keep your sword. We're at 4 miles. Hi, non-dairy. But my bot was just going to add my nuts on your chin to anything they said. Now, just do it for Icy. Don't do it for Icy. Oh my god. Justice for Icy. Yeah, no, you can ban him. Weird. I kind of expect those follows to go back down. I'm like, normally I don't care about follows, right? But I'm so close to 2,000 that I can fucking smell it.
You're close to goddamn.
Yeah, yeah. I'm close to 2,000, and this is toxic. Space fish? Are you there, space fish? I don't know what your number is at.
What are you doing?
Huh?
You can't do that to Fishy. That's illegal.
She wanted to.
She wanted what?
So, I said, normally I don't compete and compare myself to my friends, but Spacefish was doing a like, I want to hit 2,000 by the end of the year thing. And I was like, oh, I'm really close there too. I like feel like I want to race her. I feel like I want to win this race that she doesn't even know we're competing with. But like, I've made it a competition. And I told her, like, she was here and I mentioned it. Technically I was talking about, like, you know, brainworms and how you compare yourself to friends sometimes and you can't act on that. And I specifically mentioned somebody was like, one of my friends is getting close to 2,000. And Spacefish was like in chat lurking, just like, hi, I don't mind racing you. And I was like, oh, Spacefish, no. And she was like, bring it on, I'll win this race. And I was like, we can't do this. We can't do this, because I'll get too competitive and feel bad if I lose. And I feel like that's toxic if I'm only happy in a race when I win. And she's like, okay. But then in my mind, I'm like still keeping track of it. Stinky Pinky, cute Pinky, cutie Pinky. It'd be so petty to unfollow. Honestly, I don't expect them to even bother to unfollow. I expect them to, like, just go to different streams. I imagine they're looking through the femboy tag or the LGBTQI tag. And they're just, you know, doing shit like that. I don't expect them to even bother unfollowing. So you know how I had issues building my PC? The motherboard had to be sent back. PC rebuild week 5 or 6. Oh my god, non-dairy. This is taking too long. I feel like they were the same person. I banned one and the other magically shut the fuck up. I don't think they were the same person. I bet they're in a Discord call and they're just like, oh, they banned me, and they're just like, both time to move on. It's not fun for them unless they can both be in a channel talking. Okay, one was enough. Just everyone unfollows, so he's stuck at 1999. And you guys say I'm toxic. Kyra, he is so toxic, I'm not talking anymore. No, I stopped it. But yeah, or in a voice call, I don't know. Weird behavior. Yeah, I wish there was a way to find where they went next. There technically is, but that's very invasive programs that I'm unfamiliar with, but I know that exist. There's plenty of stalking programs out there to, like, where is somebody talking in Twitch? And you can stalk people like that. I remember you complaining about this PC months ago. Yeah, it'll be great when it's fixed. I mean, when you ban account, alt accounts or accounts under the same IP, no longer are able to access the channel. I don't think it was the same person. I think it was... I bet it was two kids that were like, I bet I can get banned before you. And they had rules like no N-word, no F-word. I don't know. This is getting too niche and specific. The fact that like they left at the same time, I don't think they were the same person. I think it was just they're having fun together doing shit like that. Lizard, oh yeah, I was surprised to see Twitch lets you make alts now. Octobot is a child of my account. I need a drink. Uh-oh. Okay. I couldn't find the cup holder for a second. This is my alt account, technically. Just two guys like upstairs spending time just hanging 5 foot apart, so it's not gay. Yeah. Yeah. What'd I say we were at? We're at 4.3. We are going to need another video. What time is
I'm
it?
gonna run to the store really quick and take a nap.
Okay.
And
I'll
we'll
see you in a couple
time
hours.
For Zillier. Yep.
Yep.
I will ping in the chat right now. I'll say 2.5 hours.
Okay. 2.5 hours. Yep, 2.5 hours. Okay. Hi, Comey. I told Oxbot to say goodbye every time SiriBot joins the channel. No, Cairo gone. They need to go get sleep. Hi, Safi. Look at this congregation of nerds. We were talking about Pokemon Lazarus, Safi. I don't see myself playing it just because I don't have the time. But, like, man, it's so tempting. It looks so good. Have you played it all since last night? I'd imagine no. And poor Cairo sleeps through his stream. This is your doing, Yulind. Wave. You could be playing it as you walk. I want to play it on the second channel, Safi. There's a lot of things I want to play on the second channel. I want to play Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I want to play Mega Man Battle Network 2 through 6. I want to play Banjo-Tooie. I want to play Pokemon Lazarus. That shit sounds fun. You have a second channel? Well, yes and no, non-dairy. I had the most weird dream last night about being in Warcraft style war. Oh. Non-dairy. The second channel is the Blue Twitch. And what I would like to do is I would like to start playing games there while, like, a VR model is, like, topless. I want to start playing second games like that. I was on top of a guard tower. Witnessed the battle below. Oh, that is cool. Did that guy who was building a high-res Gamma Emerald ever finish that? Oh, Blue Twitch. Just 1 inch. Punch his own palm, do it. Poofy tail kitty. It's porn, it's always porn. It's not always porn. I would like to utilize the Blue Twitch more. I think it'd be really fun to just play secondary games. Anytime it's like, the weather's just really hot. Anytime it's like, oh, I have 3 hours, right? Maybe like 2-3 times a week. I just chip away at a single player game that I'd like to get through, like Metroid Prime 2. And, you know, I just do it on the Blue Twitch channel where less restrictive rules. Maybe I have a redeem. I immediately thought it was going to be a toy interrupted stream. Well, so here's the thing, Nundary. Let's say I did a Blue Twitch stream for like 5 hours. I am not having a fucking toy in for 5 hours. that's like, I feel like that's how you hurt yourself. And so I think what I would do is like, basically not a subathon style thing, but like a goals thing, right? Something that's like $5 topless, $15 no clothes at all, $50 we have a fun 20-minute section at the end of it, right, where somebody, like, whoever pays that 50 controls the toy and like something like that. And then maybe like $250. The next stream is like not a VR chat model or a 3D model, it's IRL. Hi, Shion. That's what I have in mind for it. Also, oh god, is this Valshara? Valshara. 50 minutes? Okay, that's not bad. 50 minutes is good. Oh, I immediately thought. Always blame the weather, truth. A lot of people there have a goal, yeah. I have no idea what's being talked about anymore. Hi. I don't think it's something you would be interested in, Safi. That's how you hurt yourself. Things get raw after repeated simulation. Yulind amazing bean flower. Thank you, Shion Pat. As I said, porn pet the Shion Ho-Oh. That is what I have in my mind right now. Of like, what I want to do with the second channel. I think that'd be a fun way to do it. So a section at the end? Section at the end? Yeah. If I was ever to do caller stuff as well, that would be the place to do it. You get hugs and head pats for being a good mod. I see a goofy Cairo. You do? They just went to the store, Shion. They've gone to the store, and when they get back, they're gonna take a nap. So, they are physically here, they are not mentally here. I see big cutie. Shot collar? Maybe. The soul has left the body. What I would probably do, Global, is like a vibration collar on the neck. And then like, I don't know. Maybe I let somebody pay, I don't know, like $25. And then it becomes shot collar. And so I would move it to the thigh. And like, you could shock me for $1 or something. I don't know. Cairo's gone forever, never coming back. They are literally going to be back later today. Cairo is even more empty-headed than normal. The soul's left the body. I wanted to bully Cairo. You doing Hassan Dog RP on Blue Twitch? God damn it, Global. God damn it. What are we at? 4.6. We're gonna end at like 6.5. Do the neck. We are not doing shot collar on the neck. That is actually very dangerous. Oh my god, you can't just say that. Shock my nuts on your chin. God damn it, Octal. Oh, whoa. Yulind? Yes, Safi? I would not have a shot collar, lol. I want to smack the music person for Lazarus already. Is it not good? Oh no. I don't know why, but this is one of the funniest things to me. You've seen this sketch, right, Octomage? You've seen this, the Key and Peele sketch. This video is super fucking quiet. How about exploding collar? Pixel, are you suggesting I kill myself with an exploding collar on my neck? Huh? I don't think I have. But I can't think of a better way to handle that type of troll. I think they got mad instantly. It's a Key and Peele sketch where it's like this guy, he's a business dude. He's a CEO of a company. And one of his accountants comes in and is like, sir, we've been running the numbers and we've not been doing good this week. And the CEO guy goes, you've not been doing good this week with my nuts on your chin. Sir, the nuts on your chin thing was really funny a week ago. You've been saying it every day since then. It's just not funny. It's not funny when these nuts are on your chin. Sir, it's affecting the performance of the company. You need to be doing your job. You need to step up. You can't just say, these nuts on your chin to everything. I can say everything to these nuts on your chin. And it's just like, it's 4 fucking minutes of that, Gana. Go watch it. Go watch it right now. NGE cosplay. It sounds there's another BGM playing over it with a clashing key. Oh, I made a mistake. I've had a nice warm early lunch, and now I am wanting to take a nap. But naps for me are hell. Walking in Amirjasil. We are walking in Val Shara. We did do an Amirjasil video. But this is Val Shara. I was really scared heal for cash because my rules are I have to go a minimum of 5 miles and I end when a video ends. So if I'm at 4.5 miles, we have to go to a next video. The possibility exists that we get something like Oz Kahet, which Oz Kahet is a 2-hour and 40-minute video. So, like, it's crazy fucking long. Val Shara is 50 minutes. That's like a good ending video. That should take us to about 6.5 miles. Walking. Yeah, shock collars are dangerous. They don't just give a little shock. They can also leave little burns on the skin from repeated use. Seeing as how some of you have no self-control, I don't think Yulind should get a shock collar at all. It also has a weird cut that instantly loops it to the beginning. Oh, I hate that. I hate when music has a bad loop. No, that's so dumb. I love it. Yulind's a terrible distraction, SMH. Here I'm being productive and he's like, go watch this 5 minute of nuts on my chin. True. You and someone else you are holding very close to get shock collars around somewhere. While you are holding hands, someone shocks you both at the same time. Listening to Lazarus OST. Not sure how old it is, but it's using the Gen 3 sound font. Using a shock collar is not something I'm that interested in. But, like, if I can get a chunk of money for it, that's a fair trade. I like money. If people like shocking me, go for it. I don't mind, like, let's say it's $30. $30, you can shock me, and then each shock is $1. I'm not against that. Well, how is shock collar still a hot topic right now? Like, the opening title is fine, the first sound is fine. But that professor intro BGM kills me. If you do it at like $10 at minimum. $1 is too low and people would go nuts with it. What I would let them do, Hobbit, is you have to, like, open it up. You have to, like, you can't just do it for $1. You have to pay, like, $30, and then you can do $1 per shock. But, like, you have to start it initially. People would go crazy with it then, right? Once it's open, I'm gonna get shocked a shit ton. I would expect like 20 fucking shocks after that. But I'd keep it at a high amount per shock. I'm saying $1 now. I am thinking about it. I'm like, that could be too low. Because I could get like 50 shocks after that. And it's like, dude, that's not a good time. I could put it at like $3, maybe $5. I don't know. We'll test it. He thinks he can drain my wallet. No, I don't, Global. I also don't think you're turning into a Blue Twitch stream. I'd keep it at a high amount per shock. Make the jolt no higher than prank gum. 1 per 10%. You've had people in here drop $200 on a whim. So that'd be 30 entry and then an extra 170 shocks. Yeah. But usually the people that drop 200 at a whim are really nice. And like, if I started crying after like 15 or 20, they're like, I don't want to shock you anymore. I don't want to do this. Make it taxes. Everyone has to get to X amount. I don't know if that's an option on Blue Twitch. You think I would stop? Hi, Sammy. I think you'd stop if I started crying. I think most people start pretty low, but at lower shock time and power shocks. Maybe. I also could just turn off, right? If it gets real bad, I'm like, I gotta turn off. I gotta turn off. This physically hurts. I'm like, my leg is spasming. I gotta turn it off. I can always be like, I am not committed to this. I can stop now. It can fuck with your nerves. That's why you do it on your leg and not your thigh. Or not your neck. He will do anything to avoid adding 1 mph to the speed. Of course it physically hurts. It's a shock collar. I actually even need to check if shock collars are allowed on Blue Twitch. So much lower chance, but it still has a chance. They're allowed on Twitch, so I can't see them not be. There's some rules about them, I think. They're not just like free use on... free use. They're not just like totally like unmitigated use on Twitch. I think there's some rules to them, but... That's one of those things that like I need to just look into. Blue Twitch, I just have to read the rules from. No, it is very against TOS on Twitch. Oh, is it? Free use, Yulind mentioned. Free use is a fun tag. I need a drink. Hey! Remember when we were like, I bet they unfollow? We have gone down 1 follower. So one of them unfollowed. Do you guys hear a fucking lawnmower outside? I definitely see it cueing my mic, but I don't know if you guys actually hear it. I've seen a fair few streams use them. Yeah, you're just not supposed to. There's, and that's against TOS, though. People do stuff against TOS all the time. Fine, I will refollow you. Is it, like, actually against TOS, or is it like, guys, don't do this because that's dumb? When you say you can't do it, but really we don't care? It's a matter of reporting. If you don't, if like a stream has 10 viewers and nobody reports a thing, that stream could be like full-on nudity. They could like just have sex on stream, and if they had a way to like block the thumbnail because they mark it as a not safe for work stream, and nobody checks in, and like the 10 viewers that are watching just don't report it, nothing happens. Twitch considers it self-harm. I'm sure it falls under the self-harm rule, yeah. I don't know. I definitely like the idea of a vibrate collar for Blue Twitch. I'm definitely like okay with that. Because the whole thing I don't use a shock or vibrate collar here is because I don't want it to like fuck me up and like scare me when I'm walking and I like knock my headset off. I think I'd cry if I got shocked or just vibrated, if I got spooked and like my hand shot up and hit my big screen and it fell off and I didn't catch it and it fell on the treadmill and then I stepped on it. I think I'd actually cry. I see the last high profile ban was reverse and Twitch said the ban was not right. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. If it's against TOS, even vibrate, and it's like, oh well, rip this idea. I'd big screen. How do you like it? To be honest, Lugs, I don't. I have had a Vive Pro since like February 2020. I have had a Vive Pro for 5 years, right, Lugs? All of the things I don't like about the big screen are adjustment issues. I think it's a great headset and it's good. It's just not what I'm used to. I'm not liking the change. The biggest thing about the big screen right now, Lugs, my Vive Pro, all of its weight was on my forehead. I would get out of VR and I had a big red line going across my forehead. I had a gap between my cheek and the headset that I could literally like look down and see my feet. With the big screen, because it's form-fitted cushion like literally is to your face, it rests on my cheeks, it rests on my nose. And all of the weight of it is on my nose. So I actually have a bruise on my nose right now from the last 3 days. This thing has kind of been fucking with my nose. I was talking to Core about it last night, and she's like, yeah, I had to cut into the thing for mine. She literally had to cut a section out of the nose so that it didn't just, like, bruise her. Oh, man, the starter selection is actually nice. What is the starter selection? What do you get to choose from? See, this is legit feedback? Yeah. My audio strap... The audio strap looks fragile. It's tougher than it looks. But it has like audio plates, not audio cups. And it sits okay on my head. The audio quality is actually really, really good. However, oof, beyond still lacking. However, my particular audio strap, I think I need to RMA it because it's crackly. It feels like there's a bit of dust or like a hair in one of the connections, and it is crackling a shit ton. It's not good to lay on my side. Like this thing genuinely sucks to lay on my side with. However, laying on my back, it's way more comfy than the Vive Pro ever was laying on my back. This thing legit fucking rules laying like with the back of my head on a pillow. The cable feels like a cheap cable. For a headset cable, it feels really fucking cheap, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to replace this every year, I bet. I'm gonna have to order a replacement big screen cable. That's just my prediction. I don't actually know. I haven't had any problems with the cable so far. Its default resolution, Lugs. Its default resolution was 3,500 by 3,500, and that lagged my computer the fuck out. It was like, I went to a Wispy map and I had 7 frames. When I changed the resolution, I've changed it to the same as what my Vive Pro was, and I'm now getting 75 frames per second. It has been a massive, massive fucking increase in performance. And I have the potential to, like, if I want to lose some frames, I can turn it way up and make things real fucking pretty. Is it a proprietary cable? Thunderbolt or something like that? I'm actually not sure. I would be fucking shocked if it's like a standard cable. Yeah, that sounds broken. Oof, beyond still lacking. X, Y, Sun, Moon, Scarlet, Violet. Get to pick from all 9. All 9? Okay, well, hang on. X and Y, there's nothing good there. Sun and Moon, there's the Owl, and then there's Incineroar. Those are good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Scarlet and Violet? Meowscarada's good. The Crocodile's okay. The Duck can go. Don't diss my Fennekin like that. Fennekin is good. Bryson is okay, but starts losing it. I think Delphox is lame. I think Delphox is lame. I think Mega Delphox is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I miss Safi. They literally gave her... Okay, she's floating on a witch broom. Okay, witch theme, fine. This boy out here dissing my Fennekin. Fennekin is great. Fennekin is super cute. It's Delphox that I don't like. They go with the witch broom. She's got the witch broom. Okay. She's surfing on the witch broom, which is like, what? Are we going for a skater thing or a witch thing? This is stupid. They then gave her the fucking Gate of Babylon. Additional witch brooms floating around her. What? That's so stupid. The whole point of the Gate of Babylon is that it's summoning fucking swords, which are weapons. Summoning witch brooms? What is the point of that? That's so stupid. They could have just had her, like, little fireballs floating around her. That'd have been fine. But they give her fucking additional witch brooms. That's so lame. Unlimited Sweepworks. You're the first person that has one that didn't like it. Everyone else either likes it or heard that people don't like it, but didn't have anything specific they could say. I do like it. Hi, Violet, by the way. I do like it, Lugs. It's just, all the problems I have with it weren't problems with the Vive Pro. It does have pros. You know, performance-wise, it is way better than the Vive Pro was. I have way more frames for the same resolution, and I can turn the resolution up way higher. It is also way, way smaller. It is so light on my face, and that's kind of nice. And the audio quality, when it isn't crackling, is better. Another thing, Lugs, and this is huge for me. I don't need an additional mic. I can just use the big screen mic. When I used the Vive Pro, I had a lapel mic on a magnet on the side of the Vive Pro because the Vive Pro mic was just so fucking trash. But I thought it was cutting into your nose. It is, but like, there's solutions for that. I can cut a chunk out of the big screen faceplate, and that will fix it. I can wash the faceplate super easily. Because the material they use is waterproof, I can just wash this thing. The other faceplate I had for the Vive Pro, I had 2 faceplates, and they were like foam. To clean them out, because obviously I sweat into my headset a lot, right? I had to take the faceplate off, soak it in water, and then leave it out to dry for like 3 to 4 days. I had 2 faceplates that I basically had to swap in and out. And initially I was doing it like every week. I'd gotten to the point where I was doing it like every month, every like 6 weeks. And they were vile. They were fucking gross. I'm much happier with how easy this faceplate is to clean. I'm much happier with the mic. I'm much happier with the audio strap setup. So this audio strap, the band comes out from each side, and then it goes to a plate thing in the back, and the plate thing like is a circle that kind of goes on top of the head and behind the head. And it like fits into like the most curved part of your skull, kind of like straight back and up a little, so like right here. And that keeps it in place pretty well. The big screen is so light that that's all it really needs. The Vive Pro, that headset, it had the band going horizontal, but it also had a band going from the top connecting in the back. And I hated that strap that went along the middle. I literally would part my hair, and when I got out of VR chat, I had like Wolverine hair for an hour. I literally had like the 2 fucking spikes like I was Ludwig from fucking Mario Kart. And the other thing about that is the strap that would go over my forehead, that would get really sweaty. And I can't clean that. That was something that was like, I can't run that underwater. Because that's like part of the fucking headset. So I had gotten like this really nasty, like congealed sweat, like size of a silver dollar part on the strap in my Vive Pro that was super fucking gross. The mic is a lot more sensitive, it seems. I miss Helium Mike. You haven't heard Helium Mike in a year. Apparently it's just USB-C for both ends, but it has some mystic tech that makes it better. Oh, unlimited sweepworks. I mean, technically, Gate of Babylon contains all treasures made by man. But the point of it is bring out weapons. That's why she brings out fucking swords. Delphox bringing out fucking brooms is like, are they shooting lasers? Is it a laser broom? Which, that's also stupid. They have fucking storage can, but I thought it was cutting into your nose. It's a little rough on my nose. I don't know if that's just my nose needs to toughen up, and it will with time, or I need to cut into the foam. This mic is a lot more sensitive. How do you feel about the new vibe? What do you mean the new vibe? It's a vibe. I'm not sure what you mean by the new vibe. Like, is there a new Vive headset? Gladiator strap looks pretty large on the back. So the deep dive I linked yesterday about the Steam frame, an interesting tidbit. There's a USB-C connector on the battery for power and data. Oh. Isn't that what the Big Screen Beyond 2 is doing? I want to see what people have to say when that's at Valve just announces out. Yummy. Didn't Linus review it already? I thought it wasn't dropping till spring next year. Or was it only their new PC? Oh, lovely proprietary cable. Might try a Thunderbolt on mine, see if it works. Might be that. You have soft baby nose and have to build up calluses. I hope not, but I just realized I have one of each type I care about in these 9. Gamers Nexus did a better job. That is on my to-watch list. I'm sorry, the new Steam frame. The Steam frame looks okay. I know some people are excited for it. For me, I'm very happy with the big screen. I'm very much like, I've got 3 lighthouses. I want to stay in lighthouses. Isn't Linus only good for drop tests? Yeah, I don't know if it is or not. I expect aftermarkets to exist. Will this foam will eventually contour to your face? No, Leon. It is already contoured to my face. The whole point of the big screen is that you get a scan of your face, and it is like fitted to your face. And it's not like, it's not the foam you're thinking of. It's like a gelatin epoxy foam. Hot take, Linus Tech Tips is only good for entertainment. LTT is weird. Steam frame is about to change VR forever. Been telling people the potential of foveated frame gen for over a year. So excited to see the response from other VR HMDs. That's as cold as mother's love for me. You only one reset to get female starter? Hell yeah. Ugh. Which one did you choose, Safi? Did you choose Fennekin because you're like, don't worry, I'll love you. Don't listen to this Yulind idiot. Between those 9, your face will eventually contour to the device. Between those 9, I would probably pick the Decidui. I do love my Fennekin. But is Fennekin, Sprigatito, or Poplio for me? Linus' problem is that he's optimistic about everything, but he'll show his true opinion in random videos over time. I mean, foveated exists on the Quest 3. It's just that this one has eye tracking and foveated streaming. I wanted to get in VR and join you a bit. I feel sleepy. Lugs, today would be a weird day to join me because I don't get to nap in VR today. Today we'll be playing Tales of Xillia in like 2 hours on Cairo's channel, the blue and orange one there. We'll be playing with Eris and Ginjo as well. But it means I don't get a nap today. I don't get the after stream cuddles with people. The streaming is a software-based thing, so that should come to other things hopefully. Savage should pick Weed Cat and name it Hoshi. Fire Bunny or Weed Cat, thank you very much. Ah, totally fine. Tomorrow I will be taking a nap in VR. So if you want cuddles then. Well, actually, I'm going to still be cuddling a bit in VR today. When I end, I'm not going to get out of VR right away. I'm going to hang out with the people that are here. And then probably get out 30 minutes before 2 p.m. Gonna fall back to sleep then? Hell yeah. Sleep well. Quest 3 does not actually, but I literally can't explain the difference. I remember someone else talking about that in non-dairy, where there was the 2 different types of foveated things, and I'm like, I don't even know what foveated means. Now I'll take my starter with the lowest BSD. I want cuddles now, Caitlin. Fire bunny test. Leon, I fucking love Score Bunny. I think Score Bunny is so fucking cute, and of like the pre-evolutions for starters, I think Score Bunny is literally top tier and like one of the cutest fucking Pokemon ever. I hate Cinderace. I hate Cinderace. I fucking hate Cinderace with a burning passion. I hate Pokemon that have like human clothes. I feel like this is supposed to be a thing that has evolved naturally on its own away from humans over thousands of years. This thing existed before clothes did. And it has fucking soccer shorts and cleats. I hate this thing. Scorbunny is cute and Cinderace is cute. I hate Cinderace. I think Cinderace is so fucking lame. I hate Pokemon that have clothes. Being a, like, soccer-based Pokemon is like, this thing stinks. Hey, I get that reference. Hoshi's also a company in my neck of the woods. Oh yeah, fun fact. Fennekin has the lowest base stat total of all starters. Could Cinderace be a Digimon? Cinderace literally looks like it should be a Digimon. That is a good point, Senral. Foveated is where it puts all its effort into rending the part you see and puts less effort into the part you don't. Okay. I remember the Steam frame talking about that. Foveated imaging. Just where the image definition varies with certain fixed points. With foveated rendering streaming, it's just where the fixated point is wherever your eyeball is looking at. Okay. Fire Bunny and Grass Cat are boyfriends, though? No. We're at 5.8. Kind of think of DOF. When sub blurred, it's lower quality image resolution. I remember the Steam Valve video when they were talking about it. I remember them showing all the boxes, and they got blurry away from the targeting reticle where your eyes were looking. So it's like, I'm like, oh, that thing. Okay. I'm in the zone every fucking day. Because of Legion Remix. Legion Remix, they have the Emerald Nightmare raid up north. And I don't go there every day. Whoa, I lost tracking there. Yeah, it's good tech. Quest Pro and PSVR 2. The big ones to use it, now it's standard for modern headsets. I don't know if Lugs is still here. No, they said they're going back to sleep. I remembered one other complaint I have with the big screen. It's so small that it's close to my face. So I have to use hair clips to not obstruct my tracking all the time. Which I don't even know if that helped. Because I still lose my tracking a lot over here. I need a drink. I'd be using a beanie just to make sure it's out of the way. I don't really like... I've tried beanies under headsets before. I really don't like it. I don't like how it feels. I don't like what it does to my ears. I don't like having to have my ears under the beanie, because then it feels like they get, held against my head, and that hurts. I don't like the beanie going under the ear, because then it holds my ears off a bit, and that hurts. Oh, I'm gray screening. I don't know what you guys see. Dude, I'm fucking struggling today. Hello? Okay, it fixed. I get the really soft cotton ones, so I don't really feel them. Head frozen in one spot, the usual. Time to go cut hair off. Hopefully catch the stream later today. Have a good one. Bye, Heal for Cash. God, the big screen is really making me consider cutting my hair. The last 2 times I cut my hair, I just got, well, okay. What I did was I fucking donated it. I tied it into like 6 ponytails. And then like cut under that. Sent that off, and then what was left was a mangled mess. And I took a electric razor with a 1-inch guard and just, so my hair was 1 inch all the way around. Rip haircuts. And then I actually gave myself a fade because I don't think they're that hard. And it looked a lot better that way with the back and sides. It looked good. It doesn't look femboy. I like having somewhat long hair. Yulind Hun, some Pokemon are also adaptable creatures that must adapt to their surroundings. What if the clothes are an evolutionary based by adaptation? Plus, Cinderella's look is based off society's modesty rules? Yeah, I just think that's fucking lame. Rip haircuts. I think having a Pokemon that's like, oh, this thing naturally adapts to society. It naturally adapts to what humans are doing. But it's existed for thousands of years when not even society has existed that long. I think that's really fucking stupid. Pokemon that have clothes as part of their just evolution, as part of their body, there's a few exceptions. So like Swabloon and Leaveney, they make the clothes. They're literally like cutting leaves to make them, right? Okay, fine. They could just be making like cloak stuff, and then they see humans and they start modeling after humans like that. Or humans modeled their clothes after the Pokemon. But I think things like Scrafty, Cinderace. What's another Pokemon that just straight up has clothes? Kind of.
Sock and
Mr.
Throw
Mime?
stand out to me.
Say that again?
The Sock and Throw are the first ones that come to mind.
Sock and Throw are fucking stupid. Pokemon with clothes is a Digimon for real. But yeah, like just then I could hear you scuffing your feet on the treadmill. Not that I mind, but the quality of mic is good. How do you know society in this world then adopt the Cinderace's culture because it was fun? What about Jinx? I think Jinx having clothes like that is lame. I think a Pokemon that has clothes is just a fucking Digimon. The Goth Evolution line? Yep, I think that's lame. I've never liked the Goth Evolution line. The Gothita and the other two. I always felt like they were trying to remake Gardevoir, but my god, they did not land.
I saw Gothella, or whatever its first form is, in 3D, Pokemon Go, and my first thought is, how do you hold your head up? It's so huge.
No, not Jinx, my Pokemon waifu. The closest I like to clothes in a Pokemon is Gardevoir, where it doesn't really have a dress. That is literally part of its body. But it's like, it looks like it could be a dress. Hey, how do you know much about Jinxie Gumroad? Hatterene, same thing. Not actual clothes. It's literally just like, it has hair that it's just making a fucking hat and dress mecha with its psychic powers with its hair. You all can have Gardevoir. I'll be here with Jinx. I would say Gothitelle line and Jinx. That's just their skin, not clothing. Especially given the anime version, where it's a solid cone with tiny stubby legs. Does Mr. Mime have clothes or just colored skin? I think it's colored skin. It just looks like clothes. And I don't like it when the fur or whatever the Pokemon skin is looks like clothes. So like Cinderace, that's literally cleats and shorts. That's like, I don't think it can take the pants off. it's just that's part of it, but it's just very clearly, oh yeah, those are soccer shorts. Mr. Rhyme is wearing skin clothes. Have you seen the Detective Pikachu movie? I've actually not seen it. For starters, okay, to go through all of them, I think all the starters in Gen 1 are solid. I think Charizard's typing is a little weird. I would say Blastoise is the weakest because I don't like the big mech cannons of Blastoise. I feel like that's too much of a Digimon aspect. Whereas I think Blastoise just would have been better if it was more like a bigger Wartortle. Don't give it the big cannons. Give it like a big bushy like tail like that, and maybe some accents like that, like eyebrows. I think Blastoise is the weakest of the original three. But Blastoise I still like. Venusaur I like. Charizard. I don't like Charizard because I'm a hipster and everybody likes it, but Charizard is like the de facto cool Pokemon. Cyndaquil best starter. Let's be honest here, Kyra would be a Pokemon if we were all in the Pokemon universe. He'd be a talking cat Pokemon. It had bigger Wartortle design that got scrapped. I know. Gen 2. I like Meganium. He'd be a penis boy. I like Typhlosion. Granted, I think Typhlosion is kind of not lame, but it's just boring. There's like not enough going on with Typhlosion. I know a lot of people really like Typhlosion, but I'm just like, it's just bigger Cyndaquil. Who cares? For Alligator, Yulind called himself a hipster and can no longer be a hipster. For Alligator is one of my like favorite starters. It might be my favorite starter. For Alligator is really fucking cool. Mega for Alligator, that thing sucks. Meganium is just bigger Chikorita. It is, but it adds a lot of parts. Whereas Typhlosion is literally just like, there's no accents, there's no extra to it. It's literally just a Chikorita that got, or not a Chikorita, a Cyndaquil that got wider and taller and started standing up, and the fire isn't on its butt, it moved to its neck. Meganium gets like a whole flower opening up, it gets like plant studs. I'm gonna keep Totodile at Form 1. Gen 3. Gen 3 is Torchic, Mudkip, and Snivy? No, not Snivy. Trico. My foot just freaked out there. I think Sceptile is really fucking cool. I think Marsh Stomp is okay. It's mid. It's not bad. It's not good. I think Torchic is like Scorbunny. That is one of, if not the cutest Form 1s, and I very strongly dislike its Form 3. I think, what does Torchic evolve into? I think the final evolution of the fire line for Gen 3.
Combuskin. What's its third form?
Blaziken.
Blaziken.
You got me there with Combuskin.
We never
Yeah,
talked about the
Transformers.
second forms. It's
I think Blaziken is really ugly. So that's like easily the worst one for me. Fun fact, Pokemon was trying to prove a point where people only like the cute Pokemon starters, but they would get rid of it if it was ugly final, so they intentionally made Blaziken ugly. And the player base was like, no, it's my starter, I love this thing. It had grown on them. So the whole point of the Torchic line is supposed to be like a painted chick, because around Easter it's a very common thing for people to go and get like spray painted chickens. And then once it grows old and it's no longer a little chick, a baby cute chick, once it's a full chicken, they get rid of them. And it's
Breed it.
like, yeah. And so they're like, this is the painted chick line. This is going to be the one that people pick early and they get rid of it because it's ugly. And then the player base didn't, and they're like, oh. People love their Pokemon more than we thought they would. Get rid of a fully grown chicken. Gen 4. Torterra is okay, but it's kind of mid. It's kind of like Marshtomp, where it's like, it's cool, but like, it doesn't speak to me in any way, so it's like, it's alright. Empoleon is kind of lame. It's not bad, but it's like, it's nothing special in my eyes. And then Infernape, same thing. I don't really have a problem with it, but it's not particularly cool. So it's like, in a tier list of like A, B, C, D, F, it's like D, maybe low C.
Also, firefighting number 2.
Yep. Gen 5. This was the New York one. This was Emboar, Snivy, and Samurott. I thought I was going to like Samurott a lot more than I did, and then I don't know, he was always lame to me and I didn't care. I'd say Samurott is like C tier. Superior, S tier. I think this is my favorite final Evo for starters. I love Superior.
Snack.
I love Snack. And then Emboar. Emboar I thought was lame as a kid, but growing up I'm like, he gets cooler and cooler. Every time
Also
I see him,
firefighting.
also firefighting, but every time I see him, I'm like, he's kind of cool. I'd probably put him in B tier. Real, I've never heard of this, to be honest. Yeah, it's based on painted chicks, which is like people buy them when they're cute and painted and colorful, and then when they grow old and they lose that, you know, spray paint, and they just become like a ugly chicken. Not that I think chickens are particularly ugly. A lot of people just get rid of them. And so like, they literally modeled Torchic and Blaziken on start cute, get ugly, and we expect to see people like mimic this trend and get rid of it, and they just didn't. How dare you speak ill of Torterra, Atsuin's favorite son? What is this rich white person mentality? Keep the chicken, get a rooster, make more chickens, or take the chicken to meet the meat making man. Only like Superior because of Pokemon Pocket. What do you mean I still have my level 100 Torchic? Okay, send a tier list for you, Lee. Okay. Oh, 5.1 miles, good enough for me today? Hell yeah. Good job. We're at 6.4. We're approaching the end. Gen 6. This is X and Y, right? I think all of these are D tier for me. I do not care about Chestnut. I do not care about Delphox. I do not care about Greninja. They're all kind of lame in my eyes. Gen 7, this is Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
I know Safi said they like Poplio. I do not care for Poplio. Its final form is a solid D tier in my eyes. Decidueye is kind of alright. It's like low B, high C. Incineroar, same thing. Low B. No, Incineroar is a solid B. I'm going to put Incineroar there. Thank you. The BGM is killing me. Some of it's good, some of it is unfixed. There's horrible clashing. Good job. Thank you. I have Fire Gator that likes to dance and bite. My Water Gator that likes to bite and dance. I'm talking about my ninjas this way, SMH. Oh, I hate Greninja. I think he's so lame, Violet. You should know, Violet. He is the Charizard of Japan. You know how in America everybody puts Pikachu and Charizard and everything? In Japan, it is Pikachu and Greninja. They love Greninja in Japan.
So cool.
F tier for Polio's evolution line. See, that idea doesn't make sense to me, since Torchic is only okay looks-wise. Darling, I have never played even one Pokemon game. My ninja was a play on words. Oh, I thought you were just talking about Greninja, the ninja Pokemon. That, like, contextually made sense, Violet.
It's okay, Poplio. I still like you.
After Sun and Moon was Sword and Shield. This was Cinderace. I want to say Empoleon, but that's not right. It's the secret agent one. It's the smug ass lizard. Ooh,
Inteleon, I believe?
Inteleon, yes. And the Grookey, the grass type gorilla. The grass type gorilla is C. Inteleon, that's F tier. I think that's one of the lamest starters. Cinderace, F tier. I cannot stand. I honestly don't like this gen. I would take the wood starter, and I'd still bench him. Rillaboom, yeah. I think Rillaboom is... If they didn't make him about, like, Haka and drums, he'd be better. But because his whole thing is, like, I play the drums, I'm like, what the fuck? You lose so many points for this. After Sword and Shield was Scarlet and Violet. Weedcat is great. Meowscarada, that's a solid, like... That's a solid B tier for me. Not A tier, but that's a good B tier. The Gator... I really wanted to like the Gator, and I just don't. I'm gonna put it in C tier. And then the belly dancing duck is D tier. Maybe F tier. I don't really care for the duck.
I love all the arts that people made of Meowscarada.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that thing... Just being a cat was destined to, like, be super crazy popular. Violet mentioned? Yeah, Sword and Violet.
All these
man.
rumors about Gen 9.
6.6.
Or Gen 10, I mean.
We got
Gen
fucking...
9's already out.
We got Tuliolol. And Cairo's not here. So we've been like, yay, we can actually watch it. Well, we would have watched it anyway. We just told Cairo to kick rocks. I'm sad we... Oh, no, this isn't Tuliolol. This is, Yoctel. 2,000! Octomage. Octomage. You can't do that. Oh, I can't believe you've done this. Oh, yeah. I forgot I could do this. Did the music ever fix here? Nope. Okay. We are going to change worlds before I do all my setup then. You got sad about ordering McDonald's the other day. And 200. Miss input. I can't with you. I can't with you. I'm setting a portal. Where are we going? Are you here? Why aren't you
I
asleep?
just got back from shopping. Oh, I'm about to
What
go take
time
me
is it?
nap.
Oh, okay. Well, we're about to set a portal.
Oh, I could nap in VR. And you could wake me up if I don't wake up.
Offer. You said Outcast?
I'll do that. I'll come sleep in VR.
Yeah, it might be difficult to find though because so many people have uploaded their own Outcast. But I'm just buying that map.
Uploaded worlds. Date added. Last updated. Okay, I found it.
Oh, it's got a space in it.
Friends. Drop portal. I need to switch to this one. Anchor local pins 3 portal. Ooh, Pompleal rep, Rillaboom, Violet mention. Rillaboom references Britain's breakout of grunge. Inteleon equals James Bond and Cinderace football. Yeah, I don't like those themes. Meowscarada, cough, furry bait, cough. Name dropping me this hard. 2,000. I swear, Octomage. What is that? That'd be 7, so 8. Gah. You got sad about ordering McDonald's the other day? I'll fix it. Tried to fix that. But the cheese hit you too hard. He's a cute little chibi in a world surrounded by Waddle Dee, perfect model for the perfect world. I wish we could have stayed there longer, but the music was fucking busted from our crash. Carbot, that jump scared me. Walking in the puddles makes different sounds. Oh, that's a good touch. It's a great Giantess map. I'll be there tonight. Excited to see. On the Poke Starter topic, dropped the Favemon chart in Discord. Neat. Okay, we'll look at that in a moment. Holidays. We'll look at holidays, and then we'll look at the Pokemon tier list. I would just recreate the Waddle Dee world, make a Waddle Dee lounge so that Yulind can relax. I completely forgot that this was a fucking Wispy Woo map. I like that fucking moon over there.
It looks more like one now. One now that there's blankets freaking everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. This must have been one of their early maps, and now they've got the, like, fucking Wispy Woo touch on it. You know.
Yeah, their plushies are everywhere.
The Wispy Woo touch. Now, is there actually a place to sit here? There's this.
The fireplace doesn't float anymore.
Was it floating before?
Yeah, it was a modern artistic fireplace previously that just floated in the air.
Ugh. Oh no, I lost my cup holder. Okay, I found it. Ugh. We're in the chibi model. So I don't get to sit in the beanbag.
Fine.
My
Just sit on a pillow and make it a beanbag.
No, I sit on the stool in my room.
Oh, real life.
Yeah, yeah. Flying. Okay. Wow, I actually set up my camera really fucking fast there. Almost never set it up that fast. And I'm gonna turn it down just a smidge. Ugh. Holy shit, that throws. Wispy Woo best turn off them collars. Oh shit, I forgot. I just recreate the Waddle Dee maybe now. At least the objects have real physics. It Wispy Woo without collars. I'm out. Yulind would cuddle in that. Why do you have a stool? So my parents had 2 bar stools. And when I was moving into an apartment, they're like, we don't use these anymore. We're getting more modern stools that will match our house more. And these aren't gonna fit in the house we're moving into. The reason I was moving out was because they were moving away. And so they just said, we're literally getting rid of these. You can just have them. So I said, okay. So I took the 2 stools they had. And in my apartment, they were perfect because I didn't have like a table in my apartment. I had the kitchen area and it had the overhang counter in the living room. And so the stools were like perfect at that counter. When I moved here, I kind of just kept them. One of them is essentially a nightstand in the weightlifting room where my bed is. There's the bed and a stool there that I use as a nightstand. And then the other one is under my VR table. I have the VR table with like power bank, not a power bank, but you know, the power splitter power bar that like all my stuff plugs into to charge. And one of the stools goes under that, and it's, you know, if I ever need to like reach the ceiling anyway, that stool is perfect. That's why I have stools. Hi XDD. Got here late. The model you're using today is so cute. It's my chibi model. I forget who redeemed it. Was it Wrath? I want to say it was Wrath, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It was like 3 hours ago at this point. Comfort stooling isn't so bad. I want to sit like that with you, and I'm gonna have a cute laugh, Yulind. A bed in your weightlifting room? That's kind of base. Yeah, that's fair. So, okay, it's my parents' weightlifting room, but it can be changed to a bedroom. So, like, if we have guests, there's a guest room upstairs, but if we have a lot of guests, we have a second guest room. We just take all the weightlifting stuff out of there, and there's a bed in there. I typically use that bed because they don't have enough weightlifting equipment to fill out a room. They have a electric bike, and they have a just like a weightlifting bench. Weightlifting, your mother likes gains. It's more of an exercise room. My mother likes to use the exercise bike. My dad will use the bike, and he will use the weightlifting bench, and he will like do arm curls like this and stuff. They also have a small TV in there. I basically said, can I have a bed in here? And then initially they were like, no. And then when I was like, you sure there's enough room? They were like, honestly, yeah, okay. And so there's a bed in there. That's just where I sleep, to not sleep in the room with my computer. He likes the stool in his own comfort. Comfort stooling isn't so bad. I want to sit like that with Yulind and want to have a cute laugh, Yulind. In your weightlifting room, yeah, that's fair. Weightlifting, your mother likes gains. It's kind of an American house thing. One room that is multi-purpose but labeled as a guest bedroom. Yeah, that's my guest room. Well, what's that? The other guest room? Okay. We have the master bedroom. That has a master bathroom connected. Then there is a bathroom literally on the other side of the wall from the master bedroom that connects to the hallway. It connects to the guest room. Across the hallway from the guest room, there is the office. The guest room could have 2 beds. I kind of took one of those beds and put it in the weightlifting room down below. The office has 2 desks and my parents' 2 computers. Bye, Comey. Have a good one. From the hallway with those 3 bedrooms, there's the living room. On the other side of the living room is the kitchen. There's also the dining room that those 3 kind of make a triangle with. Between the kitchen and the dining room, there is stairs that go down to the basement. Also on the far side of the kitchen, there is the laundry room that connects to a small, like, half bathroom. Down below in the basement, it used to be just a big open basement. They have cut off like 1/4 of it with a wall that goes across, and that is like, hi Dory, bark, 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 bark. That is kind of like the storage area, and it's unfinished. On the 3/4 side, they have put in walls around an area that is a bedroom, kind of like a second guest room / exercise room, and that has a bathroom connected to it. I've basically taken those over. All my stuff is in that bathroom, and I sleep in that bedroom, but they exercise there when they're here. There is still the main area of the basement that has a bar area, and it also has like a somewhat living room area down here next to a fireplace. And then there's a storage room with no windows that I've turned into a bedroom. That's the house. Near family is rich, but they like rich. They're not. Yes and no. My dad worked really, really fucking hard. This is a very high value place. It's not quite a mansion, but it's like step under a mansion. It's also waterfront, so like the backyard literally goes to a flight of stairs that goes to a dock. It's I would describe them as extremely well off. Your 1 floor is bigger than most houses I've seen. You just going to give everyone the street address now? No. How dare you? That's my father you're talking about? Hi, Cairo.
Hello.
Typical upper middle
You're gonna want to check the chat. I'm still gonna get my nap.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We can do something else. That's okay. It can be short and then we do something else. If it has to be.
A nothing thing? Or is it supposed to be other thing? Okay.
I assume other thing.
Well, I mean, we can do this, and if they have to cancel midway, we could just do something else, right?
That's what I just said.
Is that okay? I was focusing on reading what they said. Then we are of the same.
Yeah,
line.
like we could do more Stormblood or something. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I sneezed. Give me your arm. Thanks. I had a runny nose from that.
That's disgusting.
Did you know I was gonna do that? I was like, give me your arm. You're just like, what? Huh? Or were you like, is he really
Jokes
gonna
on
do
you,
this?
the cardigan's already crusty.
Is the basement your garage too? So there's the kitchen and there's the dining room. Between those two is the doorway that goes down the stairs to the basement. On the other side of that door is the door that goes to the garage. There's a 2% garage. There is a garage door in the basement. So there's technically 3 garage doors. 2 of them are connected. 1 of them is to the basement. Damn, I know like exactly where you live then, Yulind. Yeah. Attack of the Giant Cairo, bless your snacks. Yeah, next to his phobia, which in turn is really good immersion therapy, if Yulind ever decides he wants to challenge his thalassophobia, fear of deep water. It's not thalassophobia, it's aquaphobia. It is a fear of drowning. Yulind lives crusty Cairo. I told Icy Fire we were going to do holidays. That is Discord. We actually forgot to do holidays yesterday. Was there a good one from yesterday? International Girls' Day. National Pickle Day. National Spicy Guacamole Day. Today's holidays, Saturday, November 15th. American Enterprise Day. The fuck is that? That's so dumb. America Recycles Day. Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Day of the Imprisoned Writer. George Spelvin Day, I Love to Write Day, Little Red Wagon Day, National Bunt Day, National Philanthropy Day, National Raisin Bran Cereal Day, National Spicy Hermit Cookie Day, Pack Your Mom's Lunch Day, Steve Irwin Day. Okay, so we're going with Steve Irwin Day. That is clearly the most fun one there. Clean out fridge day. I'm poor. I'm supposed to have food in my fridge. Oh no. Safi's tier list of Pokemon. I base my tier list, by the way, Safi, on the final Evo, not the starter Evo. So in S tier, Safi has Delphox, Meowscarada, Poplio, and Venusaur. Okay, I would never put Poplio there, but that's fair. A tier, Squirtle, Cyndaquil, Chikorita, Snivy, Chestnut, Greninja, Incineroar. B tier, Charmander, Totodile, Piplup, Tepig, Oshawott, Decidueye, Scorbunny. C tier, oh god, what is it? It's Torterra, Torchic, Mudkip, Grookey, Soblin, the crocodile from Scarlet and Violet. D tier, Trico, Chimchar, and the duck from Scarlet and Violet. Wow, I like so strongly disagree with you on a lot of these. But I mean, that's kind of like how Pokemon goes, right? That's how objective and favorites go. Somebody put theirs in neat stuff. Holy shit, Spy. Okay. I don't want to go over all these. I'd have to find my results for this or remake it. Oh, has it been updated with new stuff? I might have to just run it again. I thought it was a fear of deep water. It's specifically a fear of drowning, not deep water. And thalassophobia is specifically like fear of what's in the water. Well, thalassophobia is kind of like a many things. I've always looked at it and interpreted it as fear of what's in the water. So like big creatures, sharks. When there's really deep water, you don't know what's down there. Aquaphobia is fear of drowning. And that is very specifically what my fear is. Get a Krabby Patty at the Krusty Cairo. Clean out fridge day. What a Midwestern Mothers Association made National Bunt Day. Cairo, my dear Sunset Bunny. Crush the pink shrimp child. He's a cotton candy bun global. I don't consider evolutions as starters. The Pokemon you are forced to have as a starting Pokemon or starter, Safi. Just how it goes. You're not forced to have the evolutions. I see what Safi is saying, because you could bank it at you could get like Charmander and then bank it at level 5, right? The starters you physically have to choose. When I look at Pokemon, I always consider like, what is the final Evo, right? I don't rate things as like, oh, I'm gonna have Charmander on my team. I'm looking at the Charizard. I am late game in everything. Hi, lurker that just DM'd me that I'm not going to call out. They're literally gonna send me a Discord message like, you little shit, listen here. He's just a giant expensive pink chinchilla. You can hit B or give an Everstone. You're not forced to evolve. You guys know he doesn't bathe. He's waiting for sonic showers. What the fuck are you talking about, Global? I literally have to shower every day. Hi, GD. Somebody redeemed Chibi today. My phobia is worse than Yulind, but I still want to steal Yulind's phobia from him because someone so cute shouldn't have phobias. It's not a competition, Leon. We have to buy industrial sand and sandblast him currently. Was it to say don't have to go over everything? Just wasn't sure if you've gone through it. I don't think it has the A to Z megs though. I did mine like 2 years ago, Zvi, so it probably doesn't have the Scarlet and Violet stuff on it when I did it. Not that I can think of anything from Scarlet and Violet that's like, ooh, this was fucking top tier. Maybe the Ghost Dog, but... Blub GD hug. My head is bigger than your whole body. It's not, but I still want to steal your phobia. The only thing I have in my notes for today, we had the VR Chat World Hop stuff. I had my sleep schedule's fucked because we don't get a nap today. DC Comics. DC came out and they said, hey, we gotta talk about AI. We're never doing AI for stories. We're never doing AI for art. So it's like, fucking hell yeah, based. Has Kyra already passed out? Probably not yet. They're probably like on their way though. Hug, shuckle. I need this there, I need that there. I have no idea who is live today. Oh, Kuro went there, and Wolfie went here. God damn, they have fucking huge hips. Let's see. Okay, we're going to a charity stream. We're going to a charity stream today, but that'll be not quite yet. He looks so cute when he's asleep. How are they going to prevent employees from using AI though? Curious about how they go about that. Maybe filters on the internet work. I mean, maybe. Obviously, they're going to try to, but like, it's a statement that as a company, we will not be like making our employees use AI, right? We are going to not use AI, and if an employee uses AI, obviously that employee is going to get in trouble, right? That's more of a like business behind the scenes thing, and hopefully they do, good work there. But it's very much of a like, you're not going to get AI stories from us. DC is a company that loves to be cheap, so I'm hitting X on that announcement from the comic company. They aren't, but as a company, they aren't endorsing AI. Are we allowed to guess the charity stream? Mutes Desert Bus tab to better hear answer. Yes, you are allowed to guess the stream. I was gonna say something. We're going to play Zillia, hopefully today. One of our members has a conflict in scheduling, so they might have to dip early. I wouldn't consider paper a charity. But she needs all the support she can get. Oh my god, Octomage. You can't say that. It's not paper bag. I'm just kidding. It's not paper bag stream. Not the worst guess though. Today. Tales of Zillia, hopefully. I'm hoping their other event thing falls through so we can just play a solid 4 hours. That is in an hour from now. So I'm going to hang out in VR for like 30 minutes-ish, and then I will get out, get my food, and get ready. Paper's gonna have to rebrand as Ashes after that. Later today, I've got my standard VR chat games night, so that'll be fun. Tales, I have a tail Yulind can play with. No, Tales of Zillia. Where's the Tales event? I'm interested to see what Zvi guesses. I'm very interested to see like what your guess is, Zvi. Was that it? I think that was everything. Yeah, I didn't have much notes. I was actually kind of freaking out because I didn't have much notes. And then I had to remind myself, that's right. We used to do this shit, no notes. We used to raw dog this. I don't fucking need notes. Is Cairo streaming it? Cairo will be streaming Tales of Zillia. I don't think Ginjo will typically stream it, but he might change his mind one day. He might just be like, no, I feel like streaming this. The thought of a chibi Yulind playing with my tail is an adorable thought. Zvi, give me your guess. Oh my god. Dude was like, are we allowed to guess the charity stream? And then doesn't guess. You're driving me crazy. You know what? Oh, I was being sarcastic because the DBFH stream started up. It is not a desert bus stream. We're not going there. Well, this happens every time someone says they know who you are rating. It does happen a lot, doesn't it? Charity stream is about helping kids. Nope. It is specifically Trans Lifeline charity. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm good to end there. Logitech did the socials already. I'm gonna move the camera. God, they're so cute. I really liked this view right here. I was like, oh, that's so pretty. Can we talk about which president is blowing who before we go? We did a little bit. We did the whole if I had a nickel for every time Bill Clinton's dick in someone's mouth caused an impeachment, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy that it happened twice. Before we go, I don't want to look it up. Oh my god. Night Island, miss you already. You could join Gana. I'm still going to hang out for like 30 minutes. Although it's super late for you. Slash raid. They've got a short name, so I don't mind typing it in here. Slash raid puck. Oh, thanks for the stream. I need to be up in like 6 hours. 1 nickel for each testicle. Because someone wants to play God with time. Oh no, goodbye. Okay. We're going to Puck. They're doing day 1 of their charity event for the Trans Lifeline. I've been seeing them talk about this on Twitter. We're going to go support this. Walking our way over. Yulind is cutie cute with cutie face and cutie nose bridge. Okay. I am going to send you guys off. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. Oh, I didn't update the title. I think it was 6.5. I don't remember. I know it wasn't 6.7 or 6.9. Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Tales of Julia later. I love you. Bye. Oh, the boy girl puppy rabbit mess. Let's go. You can't say that.
I had a bit of a time yesterday trying to explain to someone.
$5
Yeah,
ciao.
you getting